ಹೊರಗೆ ಬಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. Good evening to everyone. All the fresh graduates, please get ready with your gowns. All the fresh graduates, please get ready with your gowns. Within 5 minutes, we are going to start the function. All the graduates, get ready with your gowns. ಹೌದಾ? All graduates, PGs and UGs, please move towards entrance for group photo. Parents have to stay back here itself. All UGs and PGs, fresh graduates, should move to entrance of the Kalakshetra for photograph, group photograph. Get ready with your gowns and move towards entrance of the Kalakshetra.
ಬರ್ತದೆ ಲೈಟ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್.
All graduates and postgraduates, please move towards entrance of the Kalakshetra for the photograph, group photograph. All graduates and postgraduates, please move towards entrance of the Kalakshetra for group photograph.
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಲಿಂಕ್ ಕಳ್ಸೇನೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ನಾಗ ಹಾಕಿರೋದನ್ನು.
Live streaming. Kind request to all the parents. Welcome drink is arranged outside the Kalakshetra. Please go and have it. Kind request to all the parents. Welcome drink is arranged outside the Kalakshetra. Please go and have it. Thank you.
ವೆರಿ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್, ವೆರಿ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್. ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಮಾಡಂಗಂತಿಲ್ಲ, ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ವೆರಿ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್, ವೆರಿ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್. ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಮಾಡಂಗಂತಿಲ್ಲ, ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು.
ಅದನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಿಚ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಈ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಸ್ವಿಚ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಸ್ವಿಚ್
Prakash.
Hello. To all the parents here, there's an announcement that this event is being broadcast live on YouTube, and the link has been shared with all the students. Please ask your students to share it with you all so that you can share it with all your family members. Okay, you can watch this event live on YouTube now using the STM CMSH YouTube channel.
Already we have sent it to all the students groups. Please see it, and you can see the live of our 11th graduation day function.
Or if you visit YouTube, just type SDM CMSH, and the first video will be the live video here. And the link is also provided on the Facebook page, official Facebook page of SDM CMSH. So you can access through either of these links and you can watch it live. Thank you. I request all students, all graduating students to go to the entrance for a group photograph. Please don't stand here. Please go back and take the group photo. I request all parents to settle down. Our Reverend President and Chancellor of Sri Dharmasar Manjunatheshwara University, Dr. D. Virendra Hegde sir has arrived, and the procession will begin soon. And our chief guest has also arrived. So please settle down and the procession will start very soon. Thank you.
We request all the parents to be seated. We request all the parents to be seated here only. All the graduates and post-graduates should move outside the Kalakshetra at the entrance of the Kalakshetra for photograph. And leave the passages for other members.
Leave the passages unobstructed because all the students and the Chancellor will be coming through that. Please occupy the seats.
Volunteers from sitting committee. Volunteers from sitting committee. Please go and help the parents to sit. To settle down.
Okay, done. Volunteers, please also ensure that the passages are clear. Start now. 10 minutes. Once this starts, then we have nothing to do.
ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಸ್ವಿಚಿಂಗ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದು?
Good afternoon, everybody. The procession with the president and has started, and they will come to the entrance and have a group photo before coming inside. I request all parents to be seated till then and keep the passages clear so that they can come inside. I request everybody to keep their phones on switched off or either in silent mode. And I request parents not to come forward to take the photographs. All camera has been arranged and all photographs will be taken of all students. Okay, please don't worry about that and please be seated.
Check, check. Hello, check.
As I've already announced once, this event is being streamed live on YouTube. So you can visit SDM CMSH YouTube channel and access this website live. You can share it with your family and friends. The same link has been posted on the official Facebook page of SDM CMSH. So you can access the link from there also. The link has also been shared with all the students. Please share it with all your family and friends so that they can watch the video live. Thank you.
Check, check. Hello, check, check.
I request all students, graduating students, to go to the entrance for the group photo. Please don't be here now. Graduating students to go to the entrance for the group photo. Please don't be here now. I request the volunteers to ensure that the passages are clear. I request the volunteers to ensure that the passages are clear. I request all the graduates to occupy their respective seats only. I request the graduates to occupy their respective seats. And I request all parents and all the audience to keep their phones in silent mode or switched off, please. Arrangements for photography have been made. So all photographs of all graduating students will be taken. So please don't come forward to take photographs. I request volunteers to help students to occupy their respective seats. You know announcement. Please keep the passages clear so that students can move in easily. Please don't obstruct the passages there. The procession will be entering soon.
Pravatakaranaidam devadasyaha
Yashtvadikaranayidam
yashtvadani bhavato bhavato bhavta bhavata agnaha sarva devadasyaha pravatakaranayidah.
Volunteers, please keep the passages clear.
devadasyaha devadevasya pravatakaranayidah. Badre Badrashakalakaranayidah Badrasuveda bhavato. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Shri Manjunatha Swami Namaha. Om Sahasra Sirshaha Vurushaha Sahasraksha Sahasravat Tumbhumi Vishvato Rutva Ashtadishtadangalam Purusha Evedam Yadbhutam Mechabhavam Budano Mrudanne Yadanninatirohiti Eta Avanasya Maimano Jadashtapurushaha Padasya Vishpabhutani Shripadhrum Drevihi Shripadadbhoro Vadanta Purusha Padosena Bhavatanaha Tada Vishvagnana Karamatana Shandarabi Tasmadhya Adipurushaha Sajato Antarakshita Abashadbhomi Madoto Purushaha Yat Purushena Havisha Deva Yagnam Manvantaha Vasanto Asmanisam Grishmam Idasmaradavi Tom Saptanya Sabaridaha Tom Saptakritaha त्वं यज्ञं प्रेक्षि प्रोक्षणं पुरुषजातमग्रता तेन देवाजायतः सान्द्यार्षाङ्कृतम् ॐ स्वस्ति न भवतो स्वस्ति न भवतो देवं कृता आदिदेवतस्य भवतः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
Light is a symbol of brightness and signifies knowledge. To make this ceremony a blessed one, let us begin by kindling the lamp of knowledge and wisdom.
For seeking the choicest blessings for the same, we invite our Reverend President and Chancellor, Shri Dr. D. Virendra Hegde, Vice Chancellor Dr. Niranjan Kumar, Executive Director Srimati Padmalata Niranjan Kumar, our beloved Chief Guest Dr. Chandrasekhar Shetty, and all the other dignitaries to kindly inaugurate the 11th graduation ceremony of SDM College of Medical Sciences and Hospital, a constituent of Sri Dharmasala Manjunatheshwara University, by kindling the lamp.
शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः दीपज्योतिः परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपज्योतिः परब्रह्म.
Thank you, dignitaries. Om Sarve Bantu Sukhina, Sarve Santu Niramaya.
सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen.
A very good evening to the august gathering.
I am Dr. Aditya Agnihotri.
I am Dr. Archana Bhardwaj, and it is our immense pleasure and honor to be Masters of Ceremony for the 11th graduation ceremony of SDM College of Medical Sciences and Hospital, now a constituent of Sri Dharmasala Manjunatheshwara University.
Talents and skills are the crops that are nurtured, groomed, and given all possible opportunities to grow and bloom. Graduation is a celebration of the harvest of this crop.
Request Harshendra Kumar and Supriya Harshendra Kumar and Padmalata to come to the dais. Harshendra, Supriya Harshendra Kumar and Padmalata.
So I request Sri Harshendra Kumar sir, Sri Supriya Harshendra Kumar and Srimati Padmalata Niranjan Kumar ma'am to please come on the dais. I request somebody to escort them. Madam Supriya Harshendra Kumar ma'am, please come on stage. Srimati Padmalata Niranjan Kumar ma'am, please come on stage. Okay. This is a much awaited event in every student's life, as it gives the returns to the efforts put in by students throughout their academic career.
It is a day full of joy, a day about pride and accomplishment, a day of celebration.
Truly, today signifies the culmination of many years of hard work in the relentless pursuit of knowledge. Knowledge that will enable today's graduates to embrace opportunities and take on challenges with a clear vision and purpose.
We welcome the proud students and even prouder parents to the 11th graduation ceremony of SDM College of Medical Sciences and Hospital. Let us now invoke the blessings of Ma Saraswati. I invite Dr. Sheetal Kulkarni to please present the invocation song.
वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। जय जय हे भगवती सुरभारती तव चरणों प्रणमामः। जय जय हे भगवती सुरभारती तव चरणों प्रणमामः। नाद ब्रह्ममयी जय वागीश्वरी नाद ब्रह्ममयी जय वागीश्वरी शरणं ते गच्छामः। जय जय हे भगवती सुरभारती तव चरणों प्रणमामः। त्वमसि शरण्या त्रिभुवनधन्या सुरमुनिवन्दितचरणा नवरसमधुरा कविता मुखरा स्मितरुचिरुचिराभरणा। जय जय हे भगवती सुरभारती तव चरणों प्रणमामः। आसीना भव मानसहंसे कुन्दतुहिन शशिधवले हरजडतां कुरु बोधिविकासं स्थितपङ्कजतनुविमले। जय जय हे भगवती सुरभारती तव चरणों प्रणमामः। ललितकलामयी ज्ञानविभामयी वीणा पुस्तकधारिणी मतिरास्थां नो तव पदकमले ऐकुण्ठाविषहारिणी। जय जय हे भगवती सुरभारती तव चरणों प्रणमामः। नाद ब्रह्ममयी जय वागीश्वरी शरणं ते गच्छामः। जय जय हे भगवती सुरभारती तव चरणों प्रणमामः प्रणमामः प्रणमामः। Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sheetal Kulkarni, for that beautiful rendition.
I welcome our beloved Vice Chancellor, Dr. Niranjan Kumar, to welcome the gathering and present the keynote address.
Om Shri Manjunataya Namaha. Honorable Chancellor Shri D. Virendra Hegde, Chief Guest for today's ceremony Dr. Chandrasekhar Shetty, Secretaries Professor Yashovarma and Shri Jeevendra Kumar, and also today we are happy to have Mrs. and Mr. Harshendra Kumar with us. Register Dr. Yus Dinesh, Principal Professor Ratnamala Desai, Dr. Srinath Thakur, Professor David Kola, Dr. Sunil, Mr. Professor Balram Nayak, and also the members of the university, Professor V.G. Prabhu, Vice Principal Chidananda Shettar, Subhash Deshpande, Medical Superintendents, Professor Satya Shankar, Dr. Kiran Hegde, and Dr. Nitin Marathe, all the senior faculties and head of the departments, my dear students, the parents, and the press. Today is a very special day in this campus. It gives me great pleasure to invite you for this 11th annual graduation. The graduation day symbolizes the hard work, achievement, and the success. It's a day of tear and joy. The tear because your life in this campus probably coming to an end, but some of you may continue as a postgraduates. That is the sad part of it, but the happiness is that for what you have achieved. And this symbolizes this many books you have studied and able to contain into your brain. It gives me great pleasure to welcome the Chancellor, Pujya D. Virendra Hegde, the 20th generation of Hegde, 20th generation of Hegde lineage have devoted their life to manage and develop Dharmasthala. He is the 21st Hegde of Dharmasthala. He came to Patta at the age of 20, and his commitment and his devotion to the God and also to the human being and foundation to the great religious center. He is the builder of the modern Dharmasthala. His commitment to build a great society, he realized it can be done only with the good education. So he started the society. He has more than 60 educational institutions in the state, and all of them are leaders in their own capacity. And also, now the passion is the rural development, upgrading up and downtrodden people. And recently, just last week, he conducted one of the international symposium conference under the SKRDP and SHG movement. That's a help group for which 80 speakers came from the 40 countries and more than 600 delegates attended this, which was a great success, which is again a step forward for building a healthy society. And we are glad to have you with us today, sir. And also, we thank you for giving this extraordinarily beautiful campus. And also, we thank you for building up this new university, which is just 1 year old. He never misses this graduation day. Even though he's very busy, probably in the last month, but he always wants to be here on the graduation day because he wants to see what kind of a doctors we are giving back to the society. I request Professor Joshi to welcome Honorable Chancellor. The other dignity with us today is Professor Dr. Chandrasekhar Shetty, one of the well-known ophthalmologists and educationist. He was heading the Minto Ophthalmology Center. Then he was the Vice Chancellor of Rajiv Gandhi University. Knowing his capacity for building up the institutions, the Adi Chunchanagiri Swamiji invited him to develop the young university, the Adi Chunchanagiri University. His relation with SDM is right from the beginning. He was in the panel of selecting the doctors in the first interview. And again, he visited us as a member of the team for giving the approval for the university. Now also, whenever I have a doubt, a matter of confusion, I call Professor Chandrasekhar Shetty and ask how to go about, and he's always there to help me in guiding and clearing the doubts. I request Professor to welcome him. I welcome Shri D. Harshendra Kumar and Supriya Harshendra Kumar. Harshendra Kumar is also the Secretary of SDM Education Society and also one of the well-known and skilled administrator who is one of the pillars in the Pujya Virendra Hegde's armamentarium. I welcome Harshendra Kumar. I request Professor Satyashankar to garland. And a bouquet to, I request Lata Niranjan Kumar to give a bouquet to Supriya Harshendra Kumar. I also welcome Professor Yashavarma, the Secretary of Ujre SDM Society. I request Mr. Jivandar to garland him. And also welcome Lata Niranjan. I welcome all the parents. 5 years ago, your children joined this institution as young budding doctors. Today, we are giving back a fully trained and disciplined, probably, the doctors back to the society and to you. We know the things what you've gone through, the sleepless nights, the time and the money and the energy which you have spent for this. You're very proud about all this. I welcome all the proud parents to this joyous occasion. I welcome the press and the media. And finally, I welcome my dear students. This 5 years, and for the postgraduates for the 3 years, I'm very sure are most memorable. You're going to carry this memory throughout your life. Are most memorable. You're going to carry this memory throughout your life. The people who are sitting next to you are going to be your friends throughout your life. They are the ones who, the people who are sitting next to you are going to be your friends throughout your life. They are the ones who are going to be with you when you're in trouble. They are going to be with you to share the joy. They are going to be with you when you have the children and the marriage. Not in that order. Hope we have given the right education. The education should also teach you how to think, not only what to think. Education shouldn't be only teaching you how to get through the exams and to get a job. It should be much bigger than that. Unfortunately, the present education is concerned only with outward efficiency and utterly disregards the inner development and the inward nature of the man. It develops only a part of him and leaves the rest up to drag along as best as it can. To educate the student rightly is to help him understand himself, and that's the most important thing. It should teach you the art of living. Only when the mind and the heart are in integration, there will be intelligence. And this education should teach you how to see the flowers, how to enjoy the birds, how to laugh and how to cry, how to also to face the failures. It is paradox to talk about failure on a day when you are celebrating the success. But in the life, failure is part of us, especially in the medical field. The failure is very important because it teaches you a great thing. It also strips away the unwanted things so that you concentrate totally to reach the goal. It also tells you what kind of a material you made of, what is your inner strength and discipline which you have, which you never realized. And also, this failure gives you to understand how to overcome that. So, failure is important, and you must be grateful sometime. And also, today is the day you have to show the gratitude to your parents, gratitude to the teachers, gratitude to your patients. How many of you thanked your parents today? Lift your hands. If you have not done, within the next 24 hours, kindly do it. Give them a hug. How many of you told your parents, I love you? Lift your leg. Please do that, because you may not get another opportunity. See, it's very funny that you have this celebration today. I never had a graduation day, because when I passed my MBBS from Kasturba Medical College, never used to have a graduation day. Then when I passed my MS, I think we celebrated too long, so I missed the graduation day. The Super Saturdays. Then when I passed my MCH, I have to rush back to my village to get married to Lata. But of course, I attended my FRCS in London. That's the only one I attended. So one eminent baron was there as the chief guest. Only thing is, I couldn't remember anything what he told. So I'm very sure whatever I say today, you're not going to carry it. So I'm not going to spoil any of your mood. Now I think the welcome part is over. But as a Vice Chancellor and head of the Institute, I just want to talk about two things. I'm very sure all of you are now thinking about how to become an efficient doctor. The second is, I'm very sure all of you are thinking, what is the future? To become an efficient doctor, I think to start with, you have to take the right branch. The branch which you love. Only when you love what you do, you blossom in it and grow in it. Only the thing which you take up, which you really love, till the last day, you go to the hospital with the same enthusiasm. You be very choosy in selecting this, because the work is going to take the major part of your life. So you have to be careful in taking up what profession you want to take. The same way, taking up your life partner, because these two are going to take up maximum part of your life. It's easy to take what subject to do. If you take your money out, you know what you want to do. The most of the time, you take up a subject which is, you think, which can earn you more. But the truth of the life, you're working grudgingly and without enthusiasm. That creates stress. So you take up something which is you love. Second is the hard work. There's a famous Spartan saying which says, those who sweat a lot in training bleed less in the battle. So you have to train well. So you have to take up, this is not the end of your studies, this is just the beginning of it. So you must need a long training. If you see the big cargo planes needs a long runway to take off. The same way you need a long runway to take off your profession efficiently. There's a famous book called Outliers, written by Malcolm Gladwell. He says, whoever works 10,000 hours in any of your field, you will be an expert. So it needs hard work, but it's not impossible. That gives you the ability, but what makes you to be successful in life is attitude. When I asked my old man, the chief, how to be successful in life, in the profession, First he said, do you want to be successful or satisfied? Then he said, it's very important to have three things to be successful. First is availability. Even if you're a brilliant microvascular surgeon like Avinash, if you're not available when he has to reimplant a finger, it's lost. So it is important to be available. Number two, he said, you should be affable. That means you should be pleasant. You should be pleasant to your colleagues. You should be pleasant to the patients. The third, he said, the ability. So availability, affability, and ability. And he said in that order. So this is important. To be efficient in your work. Then he said, with the same breath, you asked, you want to be an extraordinarily big surgeon. If you want to be an extraordinarily great surgeon, you don't become great surgeon by doing extraordinarily big surgery. You become great by doing the small things extraordinarily well. It could be just putting a bandage. I always tell, when you finish your bandage, it should look like a piece of art. Or it could be writing a prescription. Legible, clear, and signature, and write your name. I think Nitin agree with me. It's not the end. Can you sit and spend 2 minutes with your patient? How to take? Before the food? After the food? That makes a difference. That makes you an extraordinarily great surgeon. And very important, never forget why you have taken this profession. Anybody who wants to reach great height, you should have a very strong why. The why is this: to harness the capacity to get your inner strength, what you have, and use it to help the others. Never forget this. That is very important. Now about the future. The future is, when we look around, everyone talks about gloomy economy. Everyone talks about the terrorism. Everybody talks about the violence. But I want to sketch an entirely different thing. First and foremost, nobody knows what's the future. Even the experts, economics, they couldn't tell there is going to be a crisis in 2008. So we don't know. But when you look around, we are living in a fantastic time. We live in the age of progress. You may hear there is violence, but we are living at the finest time where there is peace. The richest culture of the world, the richest people, the richest countries are not competing with each other. They are not fighting with each other. There is no war, even no proxy war. And if you want to have this kind of a time, you may have to go hundreds of years racing back. The number of people that have died for war, civil war, or terrorism in this decade is 50% down, according to Professor Steven Pinker from Harvard University. The political stability we have experienced has allowed a creation of a single global economy system. In 1980, the number of countries that were growing 4% a year was only 60. By the time it is 2007, it doubled, it's more than 130. Even after the economic crisis of 2008, the growth is still growing 10 to 20% faster than the previous decade. The result is the poverty has been reduced more than in the past 50 years than in the previous 500 years. The life expectancy has increased globally. The Chinese people are living 25 years more than what it was 50 years ago. We gain 5 hours of life expectancy every day. 5 hours of life expectancy every day, even without doing exercise. And 30% of the babies born in this year are going to live for 100 years. That's the development of the medicine. To understand astonishingly the age of progress we are living in, just look at the cell phone in your pocket. I think quite a few of them are out of the pocket. This cell phone has more computing power than the Apollo space capsule. So we are in a very interesting time. I'm very sure the future is going to be bright and excellent. As you're from SDM, you have to carry certain integrity, principle, and ethics in the life. Also, this institution stands for charity. So I request all of you, wherever you go, this SDM character you carry with you to serve the people, especially the poor. You know why? They are the ones, because of them, you have become doctors. If I have become a plastic surgeon, it's because of the poor patients. They allowed me to operate on them with the full trust. So you have to give back something to them. And this SDM society stands for it. And as I said, face the problem and failure head on. Live without fear. This is what I keep telling. The fear of tomorrow, the fear of failure, you cure. And one of the great charities of Dharmasthala is also Abhayadana. That is Abhayadana. So when we lighted the lamp, I remembered a beautiful story of Krishna, which is sent to me by Professor Joshi. I like to share this with you. One day, the Krishna was getting ready to meet Duryodhana. And he was kept on dressing, changing the attire, changing the kirita, kept on doing for a very long time. His Sarathi, the chariot, was waiting for a long time. The name of the chariot, the Sarathi, anybody knows? Is Dharuka. He himself is a big man. Then he goes inside and he sees Krishna getting makeup and all the things. Then he asks, why are you doing this? You're going to see only Duryodhana. Then Krishna says, see, look here, Duryodhana won't see the beauty of my soul. He can see only the beauty what I'm decorating. So that's why I'm decorating like this. But then Dharuka was not happy. He said, Krishna, you should not go to see him. You should not go to see him. You are the Lord. You are the God. And Duryodhana should come and see you. Then Krishna slowly turns and gives a gentle smile. And he says, Dharuka, the darkness never comes to light. The light has to go to the darkness to chase it out. The SDM has given the light to your hands. SDM has given the light to your hands. Wherever you go, take that with you to chase out the darkness, the ignorance, to give good life and health. At the end, I would like to thank you all for the patient hearing. To understand that we are all connected invisibly, we are connected to the smallest grass, to the farthest star. As you heal yourself, you aid in healing the others. And as let your brilliance shine, you invite others also to shine with you. And you create the same all around. Let your life stand for the highest and the best. Self yourself as a model so others will follow you. You play the highest game and you're the lucky ones. Have you ever thought about that? How many of them will get the opportunity to become doctors? How many of them will get the opportunity to become doctors in SDM? You have the ability to do something what you have acquired. You have the ability to do something, but don't simply sit back and do nothing. Don't hold back that you have the unique ability to offer. That's the kind of goodness that you want to be able to harness. Live without fear, because you might be the only one who's standing when everyone is sleeping. You're the only one who is speaking when everyone is silent. You might be the critical voice that ignites what is needed for everyone to get up and go. Be the reason for the people to have the hope in this world. And one of the brilliant speeches of graduation day, I heard from Art Buchwald, the humorist. He told, "Look here, we are giving the most perfect world to you. Don't screw it." I know you're proud to be the student of SDM. One day, I want you to make SDM proud to have we had this student with us. I wish you all immense blessings along the voyage which we call life. Thank you very much. Oh, yes. Yeah. And it's a great pleasure to have today with us Ashwini Danagan, the Chief of Manorama Software. I request Kiran Hegde to give a bouquet and welcome him.
Thank you for the inspiring words, sir. And I'm sure I can safely speak for all that we are very proud to be a part of this institute.
I now request Principal of SDM College of Medical Sciences and Hospital, Dr. Ratnamala Desai, ma'am, to present the annual report.
Praying to the Almighty Lord Sri Manjunatheshwara, and with the blessings of our Honorable Chancellor, Sri Dharmasthara Manjunatheshwara University, Reverend President of SDM Educational Society, Puja Sri Virendra Hegde, I would like to present before you a brief report of the campus for the year 2019. Respected Chief Guest, Dr. S. Chandrasekhar Shetty, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Adi Chunchandgiri University, Dr. Niranjan Kumar, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sri Dharmasthara Manjunatheshwara University, Mrs. Padmalata Niranjan Kumar, Executive Director, Sri Harshendra Kumar, Secretary, Sri Kshetra Dharmasthala, Srimati Supriya Harshendra Kumar, Sri Yashovarma, Secretary, SDM Society, Ujre, Pro Vice Chancellors, Dr. S.K. Joshi and Sri Jivendra Kumar, Registrar, Dr. U.S. Dinesh, Principal, Colleges of Physiotherapy, Nursing and Dental Sciences, Medical Superintendent, Dr. P. Satyashankar, Sri Saket Shetty, Director Administration, all the heads of the departments, all the teaching and non-teaching staff, most importantly, my dear graduates and parents, ladies and gentlemen, a good graduation ceremony, and we are honored to have the presence of our Honorable Chancellor. He has been the guiding spirit behind all our ventures, and we humbly present before him the 11th batch of MBBS graduates. I am pleased to mention that now our SDM College of Medical Sciences is a constituent unit of Sri Dharmasthara Manjunatheshwara University. We are blessed to be led by our Honorable Chancellor, Sri Virendra Hegde, a great visionary. Ever since the inception of SDM College of Medical Sciences and Hospital in 2003, we have been led by an amazing team leader, our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Niranjan Kumar. It is because of his hard work and dedication, SDM College of Medical Sciences and Hospital has become one of the outstanding medical institutions. SDM College is a most sought after institution by students for both undergraduate and postgraduate studies. Our college is recognized for its dedicated teachers, beautiful campus, library, hostels, and mess. SDM Medical College provides a well-structured academic program. The students are exposed to a wealth of clinical material because of the large number of patients who throng the hospital from far and near. SDM Hospital is the most sought-after hospital by patients. SDM Hospital is known for its cleanliness, the infrastructure, and the empathetic personnel. The dream of the management and the staff is to give sincere, hardworking, competent, and humane doctors to our society. That dream has come true, and we are dedicating our 11th batch of doctors to the society. At Sri Dharmasara Manjunatheshwara University, we strive to excel in education as well as health service to the society. The hospital is continuously being updated and by equipment and personnel. The aim of our university is to produce the best Indian medical graduates and to provide the best healthcare services to our patients. Now we go on to the results 2018 and 19. At undergraduate level MBBS, I am pleased to announce the average percentage of students passing is 80%. Of these, we have secured 235 first classes and 13 distinctions. In the postgraduate degree exams, we have a passing rate of 97%, and in the postgraduate diploma exams, 78%. Amongst the university ranks, I'm glad to announce that our students have got 15 university level ranks. Postgraduate degree, 1 rank. Postgraduate diploma, 1 rank. Undergraduates, 13 ranks. Gold medals at the university level, I'm happy to announce that our students have got 3 gold medals at the university. Postgraduate, 1 gold medal, and undergraduates, 2 gold medals. And undergraduates, 2 gold medals. I congratulate all of them. For the ICMR projects, 5 projects have been accepted for the ICMR project for the funding. Our staff and PGs have attended 286 conferences, seminars, CMEs, and workshops, and have presented more than 45 papers and posters in conferences at national and international level. Our college has conducted 25 conferences, seminars, and workshops in this year. A total of 22 original research articles were published in index journals by our staff in this year. 8 teachers underwent CECLS Jeeva Raksha training for teachers. Academic meets, seminars, workshops, symposia, and district level trainings are conducted regularly in our institution to keep pace with the recent advances. Central Library, we have spent nearly 1.23 crores for the books and journals in the financial year 2018-19. We have added 646 books and have added 141 journals during the year 2019. Student welfare activities are given paramount importance, and under the care of the student welfare officers and teacher guides, students are given an opportunity to be actively involved in their curricular and extracurricular activities. They're also given a chance to express their grievance, if any. The students' health checkup and vaccinations of every batch of students is conducted regularly. The SDM Medical College severely discourages ragging since its inception, and we have no incidents. As is the tradition, the 16th batch of first MBBS students, 2019, visited Sri Kshetra Dharmasara and were blessed by our Chancellor. The management and staff constantly strive to inculcate in the students values like discipline, dedication, sincerity, honesty, and integrity. We have had a GMX partnership, and because of the international listing of a college on WHO directory as well as FAMER, has attracted many foreign students to our college. There were 6 foreign students who came to our institution for clerkship in the last 1 year. Our central research lab is the best of its kind, and it's functioning under the Department of Biochemistry, conducting molecular studies in cancer biology, neurodegeneration, rheumatology, stem cell biology, and immunology. We are also very proud to state that we are a part of Skill India, project initiated by our Honorable Prime Minister. Our Central Research Lab, Department of Biochemistry, is conducting BICEP, Biotechnology Skill Enhancement Program, which is jointly sponsored by Government of India and Department of IT/BT, Government of India. Extracurricular activities. Our students have excelled not only in curricular but also in extracurricular activities. Our college teams are winners in 8 events in the university sports. Ms. Shivani Prithvi participated in a national level motorsports, and she has won many laurels and represented India in Indonesia. Ms. Simran Doot, first year MBBS, participated in pre-nationals 10 meters air pistol shooting competition, held at Kerala and is selected for the national competition to be held in November. Our staff are no less. They are not only very academic, but they're also interested in sports. And our college staff has won the RGHS state level shuttle badminton championship. In women's singles, women's doubles, men's doubles, and mixed doubles. Vocal and instrumental music classes, yoga lessons, our supervised nature trek, art and photography are all conducted regularly for the interested staff and students. Dr. Shilpa Hakki, Associate Professor of General Medicine, participated in Mrs. India pageant and won the Dancing Queen 2019 title. To mention a few important special events which happened in the year 2019, Antaranga 2019, it was a UG medical conference organized by the students for the students in April 2019. On the occasion of International Yoga Day, free yoga camp was organized and International Yoga Day was observed on 21/6/2019. Mrs. Shwetal Ashish Patel was a chief guest. Department of Forensic Medicine organized a moot court exercise on 26/6/19 and Dr. Mrs. Veena Tonpi, ex-principal, Law College, was the chief guest. JSS Law College was the chief guest. On 15th August 2019, the tricolor was unfurled by the topper of first MBBS, Ms. Priyanka, RP, and the Independence Day address was given by Shweta Karosikar, who stood second. A spiritual discourse on building self-confidence was delivered by Sri Raghottam Das, Vice President, ISKCON, on 29/8/19. Teachers' Day was celebrated on 5/9/19, and the teacher honor was none other than our Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. S.K. Joshi. All the first-class achievers of MBBS 2000 June 18 and December 18, a total of 184 students were felicitated. Deja 2019, the annual College Cultural Festival of SDM College was celebrated from 16 to 18 September 2019. Organized by the 2016-17 batch. Honorable Dr. Vijay Sankeshwar inaugurated the cultural activities and released Still Waters 2019, the 12th edition of the Students' Magazine. Dr. Varun Shetty, a SDM alumni pursuing higher studies in US, addressed our UGs on American System of Medicine on 27 September 2019. As a part of Swachh Bharat mission and in line with the Honorable Prime Minister announcing a ban on single-use plastics effective from 1st October 19, single-use plastics were banned in SDM Medical College and hospital campus. As a part of awareness, a skit was performed by the staff in front of the casualty of our hospital. Ganahoma and Saraswati Puja were performed on 4/10/19 in the college. VIP visits. Dr. Pramod Gai, Director Kidnar, Dharwad, and former VC KUD, visited STM on 21st July 2019 as guest of honor for the IEM CME conducted by the Pediatric Department. Dr. Geetanjali Bhatmanabane, Director of All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Bhubaneswar, visited a college on 1st and 2nd July 2019 as a resource person for workshop on biomedical communication. Dr. Ranjan Pejawar, Professor and Consultant Neonatologist from Bangalore, delivered a guest lecture on fetal programming. Dr. Sharmila Mudgal, Occupational Medicine Specialist from US, visited STM on 3rd October 2019. Dr. Lara Schneider from Germany visited SDM Medical College on 9th December to 12th December to get the information of GMX course. Dr. K. Mahendranath, Rheumatologist, Bangalore, visited SDM and College and Hospital as a chief guest for inauguration of World Arthritis Day on 12/10/19. And last Sunday, that was 3rd November 2019, Dr. Rajesh Modi, a renowned laparoscopic surgeon from Akola, Maharashtra, conducted a live laparoscopy workshop. A few words about SDM Arogya Samvada Karikrama. SDM Arogya Samvada Karikrama, it's an All India Radio live phone-in program as an health education program, which was started to the public, was started from 4/4/2016. And it is amazing and astonishing to know that this program has gone on continuously without any break for the last 15 years. And recently, There was the 700 program which was broadcasted, and our Vice Chancellor addressed this program. A few words about hospital statistics. SDM College of Medical Sciences and Hospital has completed 16 years of glorious service. What started as a 300-bedded hospital is now transformed into a major center with extensive infrastructure of 1,250 inpatient beds, 20 operation theaters, 170 ICU beds, and 24 specialties and super specialties. Last year, 5,39,888 outpatients and 58,084 inpatients were treated in our hospital. 16,368 surgeries were performed during the year. We had a record deliveries of 6,006 in the last year. We're adding to the population. Because of the enormous flow of patients, we have shortage of space and beds in every department. Dialysis department was hence expanded to a spacious area in the Manjushri block having 30 dialysis machines. The first successful kidney transplant operation was done on May 14th this year, and followed by a second kidney transplant was done on September 12, 2019. The emergency department also was expanded with the addition of 50 beds, including 9 ICU beds. Assessment of NABH accreditation was held on 3rd November 2019, and I'm glad to announce that we have made it through to the entry level. We have now to work for the final accreditation. Health camps and community services. Apart from regular departmental activities like undergraduate and postgraduate teaching, as well as attending to patients at the hospital, our staff and students are providing service to the community at their doorstep. Community medicine is conducting health checkup camps in collaboration with SKDRP, Pediatric Department, and OBG Department. Blood donation camps, we had 5 blood donation camps and about 227 units of blood was collected. Eye checkup camps, we had 11 eye checkup camps, of which 1,032 patients were examined and 132 patients underwent surgery. Family planning and reproductive health checkup camps have been regularly being conducted by the Department of Obstetrics and Surgery. Family planning and reproductive health checkup camps have been regularly being conducted by the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology in association with Family Planning Association of India Dharwad branch, and we conduct free laparoscopic sterilization operations every Tuesday at FPI Dharwad, and a total of 302 sterilization operations were done this year. I would like to place on record the constant encouragement, guidance, and support received in implementing Pujya Hegdeji's projects by Srimati Hemavati Hegde, Srimati Padmalata Niranjan Kumar, Executive Director, Srimati Padmalata Niranjan Kumar, Executive Director, Sri D. Sudendra Kumar, Vice President, Sri D. Harshendra Kumar, Secretary, Sri Shreyas Kumar, Director Projects, and Sri Saket Shetty, Director Administration. I would like to say that behind the success of this campus lies the effort, dedication, and devotion of every student, teaching and non-teaching staff, and the management. Thank you very much.
Let's have another huge round of applause for all the achievements by staff of SDM College of Medical Science and Hospital. Now coming to the most awaited moment of the graduation ceremony, presentation of certificates to the graduating students by our Honorable Chancellor.
I request Dr. Raghunath Chanbag, Professor ENT Department, to kindly present the graduates.
Om Shri Manjunathaya Namaha. Respected Chancellor and Chief Guest Sir, I seek your permission to present you the graduates of the 11th graduation day. Dear parents, it's a wish of our Chancellor that he wants to see the proud parents when their ward is coming and receiving the scroll. So the parents are requested to stand up when your child is on the stage and receiving the scroll, and you can stand up and wave. We want to see who the proud parents are. Understood? Graduates and postgraduates, how is the Josh? Please let us start. Dr. A. Manjunath, son of Mr. A. Chandrakant and Mrs. Tara. Is that all? I want to hear some more applause. There are some 1,000 people in this hall. Dr. A.G. Srinidhi, son of Mr. Aragudige Chidambara Gopala and Mrs. Aragudige Sudha Gopala. That is Dr. A. Manjunath. Srinidhi, can you just a little? You're too eager to receive the scroll. Okay. Dr. A.G. Srinidhi, son of Mr. Aragudige Chidambara Gopala and Mrs. Aragudige Sudha Gopala. Dr. Amir Shah Abdul Salim Maldar, son of Mr. Abdul Salim and Mrs. Najmunisa. Dr. Abhishek P., son of Mr. Nagaraja P. and Mrs. Subhashini. Dr. Adarsh Arjun Koppad, son of Mr. Arjun Gangappa Koppad and Mrs. Vidya. Dr. Aditya Shetty, son of Mr. Uday Shetty and Mrs. Jyoti Shetty. Dr. Ahmed Azim, son of Mr. Ahmed Sitwat and Mrs. Eram. Dr. Aishwarya Kini M., daughter of Mr. Dharma Prasad Kini and Mrs. Vidya Kini. Dr. Aishwarya Kini. Dr. Aishwarya R. Nair, daughter of Mr. Ramakrishnan M. and Mrs. Sudha Nair. Dr. Akshay Jagadish Wali Shettar, son of Mr. Jagadish and Mrs. Girija. I can hear applause only from some sections. I want to hear applause from everywhere. Dr. Akshaya Jnana Chandraraj, son of Mr. Jnana Bhaskara Vajpayee and Mrs. Nivedita Malla. Dr. Ambika B. Patil. Dr. Ambika B. Patil, daughter of Dr. Basangauda Patil and Dr. Padma B. Patil. The parents, if you are in the hall, please get up and wave. Dr. Ameya Prakash, daughter of Mr. Prakash Kumar and Mrs. Anita Anchan Prakash. Dr. Anagha V. Harlapur, daughter of Mr. Vinod Krishna Rao Harlapur and Mrs. Shubhada Harlapur. Dr. Anisha S., son of Mr. Prasanna Kumar and Mrs. Sucheta Kumar. Dr. Anjali Anup Kumar, daughter of Mr. Anup Kumar KR and Mrs. Bindu. Dr. Anmol Shetty, son of Dr. Ashok and Mrs. Sneha. Dr. Anna Paul, daughter of Dr. Paul Joseph and Mrs. Suja Paul. Dr. Anshul D. Arasa, son of Mr. Divakar Arasa and Mrs. Surekha D. Arasa. Dr. Anupam Jaiswal, daughter of Mr. Dionarayan Chowdhury and Mrs. Shakuntala Devi. Dr. Chenchulakshmi Vasudevan, daughter of Mr. Vasudevan Santanam and Mrs. Andal Vasudevan. Dr. Daneshwari Someshwar Gaddi, daughter of Dr. Someshwar Gaddi and Dr. Suman Gaddi. Dr. Darshan Udyavar, son of Mr. Raviraj Udyavar and Mrs. Maitreyi. Dr. Ashwini Ramesh Deshpande, daughter of Mr. Ramesh Deshpande and Mrs. Shobha Ramesh Deshpande. Dr. Dhanashri B.V., daughter of Mr. Venugopal B.S. and Mrs. Teja H.V. Dr. Disha K., daughter of Mr. Dharnappa and Mrs. Shamala. Dr. Divyasai Paidipati, daughter of Dr. Jagan Mohan Rao Paidipati and Mrs. Shailaja. Dr. Farheen Fatima, daughter of Mr. Nazir Suhail Ahmed and Mrs. Aslam Mumtaz Zabeen. Dr. A.G. Arun Kumar, son of Mr. G.K. Ravindran Nair and Mrs. P.D. Geeta. Dr. Harsha P., son of Mr. Prakash R. and Mrs. Anita P.R. Dr. Jatin Kumar Goswami, son of Mr. Sarvesh Giri Goswami and Mrs. Sunita Goswami. Dr. Jay Prakash, son of Mr. Markappa and Mrs. Manjula. Dr. Jyoti Shilwantar, daughter of Mr. Jambanagoda and Mrs. Shashikala. Dr. K.S. Raja Naik, son of Mr. K. Balu Naik and Mrs. S. Lakshmi. Dr. K. Shriya Jain, daughter of late Dr. K. Pranay and Mrs. Hemalata. Dr. Kanchil G. Kini, son of Dr. Ganesh Kini and Dr. Pooja Kini. Dr. Kavita Dharmati, daughter of Mr. Gopal Dharmati and Mrs. Shala Dharmati. Dr. Kavleen Kaur Bindra, daughter of Mr. Jasjeet Singh Bindra and Mrs. Gurvinder Bindra. Dr. Kevin Koshi Joseph, Dr. Kavleen Kaur Bindra, daughter of Mr. Jasjeet Singh Bindra and Mrs. Gurvinder Bindra. Dr. Kevin Koshi Joseph, son of Mr. Joseph Koshi and Mrs. Annie Joseph. Dr. Kiran Shankar, son of Mr. Sunil Kumar and Mrs. Rekha P. Son of Mr. Sunil Kumar and Mrs. Rekha P. Dr. Komal Jain, daughter of Mr. Manish Jain and Mrs. Anshu Jain. Dr. Kausar M. Mundargi, daughter of Mr. Mehboob Saab Mundargi and Mrs. Salima B. Mundargi. Dr. Latik C. Banan, son of Mr. Chandrakant Banan and Mrs. Hemalata Banan. Dr. Madhuri Arivalagan, daughter of Mr. Arivalagan and Mrs. Mallika. Dr. Madhuri Arivalagan. Dr. Malvika Chaudhary, daughter of Mr. Gangaram Chaudhary and Mrs. Seva Devi. Not after. Dr. Nikita Mangala, daughter of Mr. Nagaraju Mangala and Mrs. Vanishri Mangala. Dr. Manjushri Jain, daughter of Mr. Jinendra Jain and Mrs. K. Malati Jain. Dr. Medha K.M., daughter of Mr. Mohan K. and Mrs. Vanishri. Dr. Meghana H., daughter of Dr. Sridhar Hanchate and Dr. Jyoti Lakshmi Hanchate. Dr. Maulika T., daughter of Mr. Narayan Bhatt and Mrs. Sandhya. Dr. Nalla, Dr. Rishabh R. Divakar, son of Dr. Rajkumar Divakar and Mrs. Saya Divakar. Dr. Rishi Chaudhary, son of Mr. Dinesh Chaudhary and Mrs. Uma Chaudhary. Dr. Sachi Hardi, daughter of Mr. Anand Hardi and Mrs. Padmaja Hardi. Dr. Sampat Kumar Vasudev Urankar, son of Mr. Vasudev Urankar and Mrs. Veda Urankar. Dr. Sannidhi, daughter of Mr. Dhananjaya and Mrs. Sahana. Dr. Satyajit Kanteshwari Kumthalli, son of Dr. Kanteshwari I.K. This is about the time when hands get a little tired, so maybe you can. Dr. Saurav Shetty, son of Dr. K.S. Chandramohan Shetty and Mrs. Sujata Shetty. Dr. Shamant Y.K., son of Dr. Muralidhara and Dr. Sudha. Dr. Sheetal Kulkarni, daughter of Dr. Nitin Kulkarni and Mrs. Vinita. Dr. Shishir Hegde, son of Mr. Dinesh Kumar Hegde and Mrs. Lata Hegde. Dr. Shrisha Nayak, son of Mr. Sudhakar Nayak and Mrs. Revati. Dr. Shreya Bhatt, daughter of Dr. Ganesh K and Dr. Anjali Ganesh. Dr. Shreya Shri, daughter of Mr. Jayanta and Mrs. Vanishri. Dr. Shruti Hebbar, daughter of Dr. K. Balachandra Hebbar and Mrs. Jyoti Hebbar. Dr. Shubhashri Venkatesh, daughter of Mr. Masur Venkatesh and Mrs. Vani Venkatesh. Dr. Smita P., daughter of Mr. Pandurangaya CP and Mrs. Vasanta Kumari. Dr. Saujanya P. Matti, daughter of Mr. Prakash Matti and Mrs. Jyoti Matti. Dr. Saurabh Holla, N., son of Mr. Achyut Holla and Mrs. Jyoti Holla. Dr. Suhan Shetty, son of Mr. Uday Kumar and Mrs. Shobha Shetty. Dr. Sunil Mulgund, son of Mr. Dharmappa Mulgund and Mrs. Saroja Mulgund. Dr. Sushant B. Basavreddy, son of Dr. Basavreddy and Mrs. Akamahadevi Basavreddy. I think the girls are always studying and the boys are simply getting popular in the class. Dr. Sushmita Balol, daughter of Mr. Suresh and Mrs. Mangala. Last few, you have to raise the tempo now. Dr. T.M. Sharan Kumar, son of Mr. T.S. Mallikarjun and Mrs. Veena. Dr. Tasneem S. Lukman, daughter of Mr. Lukman M. and Mrs. Shiba Anam. Dr. Tejas V. Shetty, son of Dr. B.V. Shetty and Mrs. Shalini Shetty. Dr. V.P. Srilakshmi, daughter of late Venkatachalam T.K. and Mrs. Parasakti K.G. Dr. Vachan Kajawa P., son of Mr. Bhagwandas Kajawa and Mrs. Vinata B. Kajawa. Dr. Vaishnavi P.K., daughter of Dr. Prashant P. Kamlapurkar and Dr. Megha Kamlapurkar. Dr. Vandana Kattimani, daughter of Mr. Chandrakant Kattimani and Mrs. Drakshayani Kattimani. Dr. V. Shavya Nekkanti, daughter of Mr. Krishnamurti Nekkanti and Mrs. Radharani Nekkanti. Dr. Vidyashri, daughter of Mr. Balan Gowda Patil and Mrs. Kamala. Dr. Vishwas, son of Mr. Choturam Saharan and Mrs. Mandalsha. Let's raise the claps for the last one. Dr. Vaividya, daughter of Mr. Durgappa and Mrs. Satyavati. Respected Chancellor and respected Chief Guest, no, you don't have to sit. We'll give you a few minutes. We'll be starting with the postgraduates, sir. We'll start with MD Pathology. Please please come onto the podium. So the claps that you gave for the graduates, they don't count for the postgraduates. So you'll have to re-energize and clap very well. Please come, please come. I'll be starting with MD Pathology, Dr. Suprita M. Patil, daughter of Mr. Mallikarjun and Mrs. Jaya. Dr. Trupti Bhovi, daughter of late Mr. Krishna and Mrs. Vijaya. Dr. Anusha Shetty, daughter of Mr. Vasu Shetty and Mrs. Sujata Shetty. Dr. Madhuri Dindalkoppa, daughter of Mr. Mallikarjun and Mrs. Shobha. Two from MD Community Medicine, Dr. Shruti Kardalkar and daughter of Mr. K. Basappa and Mrs. Sharadamma. No, I think please guide the next people to come in line. It can be faster. MD Community Medicine, Dr. Shruti Kardalkar, daughter of Mr. K. Basappa and Mrs. Sharadamma. MD Community Medicine, next, Dr. Ashwini V. Rao, daughter of Mr. Vijay Kumar Rao and Mrs. Rukmini Devi. Shashank. I think volunteers, please guide them forward. It's all right. It's okay. No, get everybody there. It's okay. MS ENT, Dr. Shashank Kotian, son of Mr. K.R. Kotian and Mrs. Savita Kotian. Next will be general medicine. After that, general surgery. After that, orthopedics. Can you please get people there? It's all. General medicine. Please come forward. After that, general medicine. After general medicine, general surgery, orthopedics, pediatrics, obs-gynae, dermatology, anesthesia, psychiatry, radiology. So if you can please line up, that will be faster. General medicine. Dr. G.D. Gunta Sai Gunaranjan, son of Mr. G.D. Gunta VVN Prasad and Mrs. J. Sharwani. Dr. Anup K., son of Mr. Sadanand Shetty and Mrs. Varija Shetty. Smita. MD General Medicine, Dr. Smita Karnik, daughter of Mr. Ramesh Karnik and Mrs. Shashi Prabha Karnik. General Surgery, Dishita. MS General Surgery, Dr. Dishita Shetty, daughter of Mr. Divakar Shetty and Mrs. Shashi Prafulla Shetty. General Surgery, Dr. Rakesh Kagita, son of Mr. Narendra Babu Kagita and Mrs. Lakshmi Kumari Kagita. Orthopedics, Dr. Rajat HP, son of Mr. Padma Gowda and Mrs. Kannika. Orthopedics, Dr. Manjudev SN, son of Mr. Sangamesh Nakara and Mrs. Kamalakshi SN. Hemant. Orthopedics, Dr. Hemant R, son of Dr. Raghavendra V and Mrs. Vasanta R. Pediatrics, Dr. Akshata A, daughter of Mr. Ananda K and Mrs. Vanita. Next will be obs-gynae. Get them up. Obs-gynae. Please come forward. Obs-gynae followed by dermatology, anesthesia, psychiatry, radiology. In that order. You can please come forward. Please come forward. All the postgraduates who are pending, please come forward. Yeah. Obs-gynae, shall I start? Dr. Shalini Bhatt, daughter of Mr. Sudarshan Bhatt and Mrs. Asha Bhatt. Come forward, please. Dr. Neeta Punja, daughter of Mr. Jivandas Punja and Mrs. Shakuntala. Dr. Neeta Punja. Dr. Ekta Shetty, daughter of late Dr. S. Mahavala Shetty and Mrs. Vrinda M. Shetty. Dr. Ashika Padiwal, daughter of Mr. Ashok Padiwal and Mrs. Rajeshwari Padiwal. Obs-gynae, Dr. Kirasur Varsha Vijayendra, daughter of Mr. Vijayendra Kirasur and Mrs. Sandhya. Dr. Kirisur Varsha Vijayendra. Dermatology, Dr. Tejaswini SM, daughter of Mr. Mahadeva S. and Mrs. Jayaratna S. Next is anesthesia. Anesthesia, Dr. Nishant N., son of Mr. S. Niranjana and Mrs. Shalini Niranjana. Dr. Nishant N. Dr. Sandhya Rani S.V., daughter of Mr. Vishwanath Reddy S.N. and Mrs. Ambujakshi M. Dr. Bitson Parur Thomas, daughter of Mr. Thomas Parur and Mrs. Mariamma Thomas. Dr. Mithun B. Shetty, son of Mr. Bhaskar Shetty and Mrs. Sabita Shetty. Psychiatry. MD Psychiatry, Dr. Sharanya B. Shetty, daughter of Mr. Balakrishna Shetty and Mrs. Shailaja Shetty. MD Radiology, Dr. Kartikeya D. Hebbar, son of Mr. Damodar Hebbar and Mrs. Satyavati Hebbar. MD Radiology, Dr. Arpita Sanikop, daughter of Mr. Lindakanta and Mrs. Shashikala. Now I go on to the diploma in anesthesia. Dr. Rakshik Vailaya, son of Mr. Vailaya PV and Mrs. Radhika Vailaya. MBBS medalists to come in this corner. Diploma anesthesia, Dr. Priya Gupta, daughter of Mr. Tukaram Gupta and Mrs. Sheila Gupta. Obs Gynae. Obs Gynae, Dr. Kripali Rai, daughter of Mr. Srinivas Rai and Mrs. Padmini Rai. Suprita. Diploma in psychiatry medicine, Dr. Suprita, daughter of Mr. Sudhir Rao BK and Mrs. Sumangala. MBBS medalists, department-wise, please come here. I want to see the medalists. Hope you remember you got a medal there. Now I present you with the medalists for each subjects in MBBS. I start with anatomy. Please come forward. Certificate of merit for anatomy goes to Dr. Pooja R. Hitalmani. So she has scored the highest in anatomy in first MBBS. Dr. Pooja, stay back. Dr. H. Sudarshan Ballal, nephrologist from Bangalore, has instituted a medal for the highest score in physiology. Late Sri Belanje Sanjeeva Hegde medal for physiology goes to Dr. Pooja R. Hitalmani. Coming to biochemistry, a certificate of merit and silver medal for the highest score in biochemistry goes to Dr. Harsha P. For the highest score in pathology, cytochrome medal instituted by the Department of Pathology for the highest score in pathology goes to Dr. Sushmita Badol. Where is Pooja? It's all right. Microbiology, certificate of merit and silver medal for the highest score in microbiology goes to Dr. Pooja R. Hitalmani. Pharmacology, certificate of merit and silver medal of highest score in pharmacology goes to Dr. Aishwarya Kini M. Forensic Medicine, Certificate of Merit and Silver Medal for the highest score in Forensic Medicine goes to Dr. Pooja R. Hittalmani. Dr. K. Bhujanga Shetty of Narayana Netralia, Bangalore, has instituted a medal for the highest score in ophthalmology. Late Sri Charamaki Sanjeeva Shetty Medal for ophthalmology goes to Dr. Sushmita Balol. Coming to ENT, Sri R.S. Shetty of Hubli has instituted a medal, late Srimati Subbamma Shetty Medal for the highest score in ENT. It is shared by 3 candidates. See how well we teach in ENT. Dr. Anaga V. Harlapur. Late Srimati Subbamma Shetty Medal for ENT is shared by Dr. Anaga Harlapur, Dr. Tasneem Lukman, and Dr. Ameya Prakash. Dr. Tasneem Lukman is receiving the medal now. Yeah. Dr. Ameya Prakash. Dr. Ameya Prakash, also highest score in ENT. Dr. Budan Saab, Professor Pediatrics, SDM Medical College, has instituted a medal in memory of his parents for the highest score in community medicine. Srimati Pirambi and Sri N.R. Honnur Saab Medal for community medicine goes to Dr. Pooja R. Hittalmani. General Medicine. Association of Physicians of India Hubli Dharwad chapter has instituted a medal. API Hubli Dharwad chapter medal for medicine goes to Dr. Pooja R. Hittalmani. Our beloved Medical Director and Vice Chancellor, Dr. Niranjan Kumar, and Madam Srimati Padmalata Niranjan Kumar have instituted a medal for the highest score in general surgery. Srimati Padmalata and Dr. Niranjan Kumar medal for general surgery goes to Dr. Pooja R. Hittalmani. Srimati Anita and Sri D. Surendra Kumar, Vice President, SDM Society, have instituted a medal. Matoshri Ratnamma Hegde Medal for the highest score in Obs Gynae goes to Dr. Pooja R. Hittalmani. Dr. A.S. Akkamahadevi, Nephrologist, SDM Dharwad, has instituted a medal for the highest score in pediatrics. Dr. Siddhanna, Nephrologist, SDM Dharwad, has instituted a medal for the highest score in pediatrics. Dr. Siddhanna Nagaratna Anu Shetru Medal for pediatrics also goes to Dr. Pooja R. Hittalmani. Dr. N. Ravindra Shetty. Dr. N. Ravindra Shetty has instituted a medal for the highest score in orthopedics. Late Anyuta Shetty Medal for orthopedics goes to Dr. T.M. Sharan Kumar. One medal, but see how much noise you people make for a boy. Messrs. Jindal Photo Limited, Fuji Films Medal for Radiology. Messrs. Jindal Photo Limited, Fuji Films Medal for Radiology goes to Dr. Vandana Kattimani. Srimati Akkaya Shetty has instituted a medal for the highest score in MBBS Phase 1. Late Sri Charamaki Narayana Shetty Medal for MBBS Phase 1 goes to Dr. Pooja R. Hittalmani. Dr. Devi Prasad Shetty, Narayan Hridayalaya has instituted a medal for the MBBS Phase 2 topper. Late Srimati Lakshmi B. Shetty medal for MBBS Phase 2 also goes to Dr. Pooja R. Hittalmani. I think the boys are very selective about taking medals, you know. A certificate of merit and silver medal for the highest score in MBBS Phase 3, Part 1 also goes to Dr. Pooja R. Hittalmani. Yeah, I don't know which one you are giving now. The management of SDM College of Medical Sciences has instituted a medal for the highest score in MBBS Phase 3, Part 2. D. Virendra Hegade Shashtabdi medal for MBBS Phase 3, Part 2 also goes to Dr. Pooja R. Hittalmani. Parents also stay back. Now coming to the best outgoing student, MBBS 2014. Our beloved President and Chancellor, Dr. D. Virendra Hegde, has instituted a medal, Sri Dharmasthala Manjunatheshwara Gold Medal for the best outgoing student, also goes to Dr. Pooja Hittalmani. And what a coincidence, it is her birthday today. And I guess she is very lucky to receive blessings from Reverend President on her birthday. I hope your neck is fine. Now, sirs, I will start with the medals in postgraduate degrees. There are very few. You don't have to worry much. Dr. Shashidhar Reshme has instituted the medal for the best outgoing postgraduate in ophthalmology. Apurva Patil is not here, no? Sorry. Dr. Sudha Nagarkatti has instituted a medal for the best outgoing in MS Obs Gynae, Department of Obs Gynae. Shri Datta Swarupi Padmatai Seva Samiti Trust Medal for the best outgoing student in Obs Gynae goes to Dr. Kirasur Varsha Vijendra. Kirasur Varsha Vijendra. There's also another medal for Obs Gynae. Last few left, so you can just release your claps, whatever left behind. Dr. Shashidhar Reshme Medal instituted by Dr. Shashidhar Reshme for the best outgoing postgraduate in Obs Gynae. One more medal goes to Dr. Ashika Padiwal. Department of Medicine and Cardiology have instituted the best a medal for the best outgoing postgraduate in general medicine. Dhanvantari medal for the best outgoing postgraduate in general medicine goes to Dr. Anup K. Joshi sir, if you can just get up. Mrs. Bhagyashri Joshi and our Dr. S.K. Joshi, sir, have instituted a medal for the best outgoing in radiology. Mrs. Kamalabai Krishna Bhatt Joshi, Darshan Medal for Radiology goes to Dr. Kartikeya D. Hebbar. Department of Psychiatry has instituted a medal for the best outgoing in psychiatry. Neuropsychiatry medal for the best outgoing student in psychiatry goes to Dr. Sharanya B. Shetty. Dr. Harihar Hegde, anesthesiologist, has instituted a unique medal for the Exceptional Work Ethics Award. Srimati Sharada and Sri Vishwanath Hegde, Exceptional Work Ethics Award for Anesthesia goes to Dr. Nishant N. Respected Chancellor and Chief Guest, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Let's have a huge round of applause for all the graduating students today. Okay. Thank you. Medical students have many emotionally charged landmarks in their academic careers, the oath-taking ceremony being the most important of them all.
I request Dr. Colonel U.S. Dinesh, Registrar Sri Dharmasthala Manjunatheshwara University, to administer the sacred oath to the graduating students.
I request all graduates to please stand up.
Om Shri Manjunathaya Namaha. Paying my reverence to the Almighty and pranams to our Chancellor, Pujya Dr. Virendra Hegde ji. Greetings to Dr. Chandrasekhar Shetty, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Adi Chunchungiri University, our beloved Vice Chancellor, Dr. Niranjan Kumar, Srimati Padmalata Niranjan, Member Board of Governors, Mr. Harshender Kumar, Mrs. Supriya, the Pro Vice Chancellors, Dr. S.K. Joshi, and Sri Jivendra Kumar, Director Administration, Sri Sakit Shetty, Finance Officer, Sri Prabhu, the Principal, Dr. Ratnamala Desai, Executive Heads, Heads of Departments, Visiting Principals, Parents, and proud graduates. I'm indeed honored to be standing here today to administer the oath to all of you on the eve of your flying out into fresh pastures. Today is a memorable day in your life, a new beginning. This oath you're taking while being blessed by Lord Manjunatha Swami and our beloved President. I am sure that you will cherish this evening for generations to come. You're all upstanding. Please put your hand straight in front of you, palms downwards. Please repeat after me. State your name, your full name. I can't hear anything. Your full name, please. I, your full name, in the presence of my parents, teachers, solemnly pledge myself to serve humanity and my patients to the best of my ability and knowledge. Their health and well-being will be my first consideration. I will respect the privacy, dignity, and confidentiality of my patients. I will respect the secrets that are confided in me within the constraints of the law. I will maintain the utmost respect for human life. I will not permit any considerations whatsoever of age, disease, disability, creed, ethnic origin, gender, nationality, political affiliation, race, sexual orientation, social standing, monetary, or any other factor to intervene between my duty and my patients. I will practice my profession with conscience and dignity and in accordance with good health care practices. I will foster the honor and noble traditions of my profession. My colleagues will be my brothers and sisters. I will give to my teachers colleagues, and students the respect and gratitude that is their due. I will share my knowledge for the benefit of the patient and advancement of science. I will attend to my own health, well-being, and abilities in order to provide care of the highest standard. I will not use my knowledge to violate human rights and civil liberties, even under threat. All these points I sincerely, solemnly, and freely promise to abide upon my honor and without any reservation. Please don't repeat. This is just my advice to you now. I reiterate, dear students, that this pledge you have taken in the august presence of the eminent personalities like our Honorable Chancellor, the Reverend Pujya Sri Virendra Hegde, a legendary figure, Dr. Chandrasekhar Shetty, who has been a Vice Chancellor thrice. You can place your hands down. And our own Vice Chancellor. You should live up to the words that you have uttered today and follow it in letter and spirit. It is a promise that you have taken in the midst of your parents, your guardians, and your teachers, and I need not emphasize the responsibility it bestows on you. Please be seated. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I now invite the best outgoing student, the golden girl, Dr. Pooja Hittalmani, to share her feelings regarding her life at SDM Medical College. Please give a huge round of applause.
Om Shri Manjunathaya Namaha. Yellarigu Namaskara. A warm, pleasant, and a very good evening, everyone. Respected chief guest of today's function, Dr. Chandrasekhar Shetty, sir. Respected President and Chancellor, Pujya Shri Dr. D. Virendra Hegde, sir. Respected Vice Chancellor, Medical Director, Dr. Niranjan Kumar, sir. Respected dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, heads of various institutions, heads of various departments, seniors, juniors, my dear teachers, staff, parents, friends, ladies and gentlemen. I, Dr. Pooja Hittalmani, intern, batch of 1415, am immensely humbled, honored and pleased, and consider it my proud privilege to talk on the occasion of 11th graduation ceremony of my college, Sri Dharmasthala Manjunatheshwara College of Medical Sciences and Hospital. I wholeheartedly thank the college management and my teachers for this wonderful opportunity. It has been 5¼ years, 63 months, 274 weeks, 1919 days, over 46,000 hours, over 27.6 lakh minutes, and over 16.5 crore seconds since we all officially inducted as Yestimites on the 6th of August 2014 at the very same Kalakshetra. It just feels like yesterday that we were all seated with our parents and our senior student guides, eagerly waiting with excitement for our names to be called to receive our very first white coat that we all had dreamt of as kids. And now we are all here on the 6th of November 2019 at the very same Kalakshetra, seated with our parents with the same excitement having received our degree certificates. It has been an amazing journey. From getting accustomed to the formalin odor in the dissection hall, from overcoming the fear of needle pricks, from learning the art of inspection, palpation, percussion, and auscultation, from juggling hard to get that perfect ring in Rothera's test, to fearing a broken test tube, from trying to make some sense apart from the pinks and blues in the slides, to mugging up the most volatile classification of cephalosporins, and definitely chasing a rat during the experiments. Getting used to the names of 1 million microbes and wondering how many of them are actually on our hands, to learning the subtle art of differentiating between a clean-cut wound and a laceration. Best efforts put to memorize the natural history of a disease, unforgettable field visits, seeing through the rods and cones, wondering how tiny are these malleus incus and stapes, identifying the mid-diastolic murmur for the first time, understanding the importance of air under the diaphragm in an erect abdomen X-ray, perfectly defining the gravida, the para, assisting the first delivery, learning to appreciate the importance of anthropometry, understanding that X-rays speak to. Over the span of 4.5 years, we all grew up from students to interns. Stethoscope, the symbolic representation of the profession, had to travel a long journey from being in the dreams of future that all of us had as kids. And when it finally arrived, it had to continue its journey through the college bags, clinical kits, apron pockets to be finally around our neck from the first day of internship, the 6th of February 2019. The journey that started off with trembling hands, trying to touch the cadaver, as our teacher said, "Come on, let's do the honors, touch the cadaver," has now taken us to a point where we still have the same trembling hands, but to make an incision for the first time, to suture a wound for the first time, to help intubate a person for the first time, to independently conduct a delivery for the first time. The journey that started off when all of us were mere spectators of the great work that our teachers did has now come to a point where they stand by our sides and teach us how to assist them in the operations. The journey that began with a question, "Will I be able to?" has now come to a point where we feel proud about small accomplishments on a daily basis, be it a perfect IV cannula insertion or a perfect skin closure. This journey would have been impossible without the guidance and encouragement by our teachers. A teacher is a compass that activates the magnets of curiosity, knowledge, and wisdom. So have all our teachers, some friendly, sweet, some as strict taskmasters, tried to instill in us the abilities for becoming good doctors in their own unique ways. Some have taught us the importance of punctuality, some the importance of prayer, while some taught us that hospital is a temple and patient is our God, and that there is no substitute for hard work. All of them have taught us to consider the best for the patient at all times and places. They have always encouraged us with a thumbs up and all the best, firm handshakes and good lucks. Adnyanati mirandhasya jnananjana shalakaya chakshur unmilitaha ena tasmai shri guruve namaha. Salutations to the noble Guru, who has opened the eyes blinded by the darkness of ignorance with the stick of knowledge. I wholeheartedly thank and bow to all my teachers who encouraged us, patted our backs on our achievements, and also punished us for our mistakes and for having sculpted us into who we are today. I would like to thank the management who not only provided good infrastructure and ambience for studying, but also encouraged us to participate in co-curricular activities like various sports meets, inter-college literary events, cultural events, and also for letting us organize the College Cultural Fest, Deja Vu, community events like Shwas, and the first undergraduate medical conference by SDM in the year 2017 by our batch, Antarang, the college magazine, Stillwater's 2K17. It has been a great experience being a part of all these events. To thousands of hospital, college, mess, canteen staff, all the nurses and brothers, managers, coordinators, wardens, engineers, technicians, staff from the gardening section, social networking department, akkas and annas, and each and every one of you who by your presence and wonderful work bring life to this campus and add to the magnificence of the institution, a hearty thank you to all of you. I also thank my parents who have always been my pillar of strength for nurturing my dreams with words of encouragement, support, love, and care, and my little sister, especially for watching her TV shows on mute during my exams. I would like to thank all my classmates, friends who have been a daily dose of happy pill been companions in all the crazy and naughty deeds, and for caring just like a sibling most of the times. Most importantly, I would like to thank all my patients, especially of the general wards, who have given us their history, let us examine them, and helped us learn every word we know of medicine and beyond. I would also like to take this opportunity to apologize for all the intended and unintended mistakes committed by me. We might have not appreciated the importance of many instances or happenings all throughout our EUG days. But as they say, a few things look better not when you're still on the journey, but when you're close to your destination and look back at your path. Just like that, all the shut classroom doors, compulsion to sit in the first benches, series of questions and the weird possible reasons that we gave when we were late, long queues for dosas in the mess, getting lost in the very beginning in a maze-like college and hospital building, clicking pictures of the campus as its flora changed its colors according to the seasons, the sprinter races from the Annapurna mess to the lecture theaters for an 8 a.m. class, reserving seats, sometimes the first ones and sometimes the last ones, the group discussions at the grand stairs that escalated to chai pe charchas, the increased frequency of library visits during exams, the last minute flipping the pages outside the exam hall, the birthday celebrations at the Lata Mantap, the Vayu Vihara towards the physiotherapy college, special from Ramesh Anna's canteen, fruit juices from juice shop, the scary general clinics presentation, 2 a.m. coffees at the hospital, casualty to radiology and radiology to casualty with the AMBU, that 15 minutes nap at the OT changing room on duty days, a patient smiling and thanking while getting discharged. All these moments and many more that cannot be put into words. For some of them just remain as beautiful memories to be treasured in our hearts and revisited time and again. I think all of my friends will agree with me. I wish all my classmates congratulations and all the very best for the future endeavors. On the whole, every one of you for having taught us, encouraged us, consoled us, appreciated us, stood by us at times of hardship, for every nook and corner of the campus, for letting us build millions of memories. You will be dearly missed. On behalf of everyone, I would like to convey that over the past 5.5 years, SDM was our home. We have been taken care as your own children. Now all of us will be stepping out as doctors, alumni of SDM. Wherever we go, whatever we choose, be it research, teaching, community services, or general practice, we promise to make SDM proud, our teachers proud. Though I have spoken for a few minutes, still a few of my feelings remain indescribable. With the hope that I have done justice to the opportunity given to speak on my feelings about SDM, I, Dr. Pooja Hittilmani, would like to sign off. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Pooja.
I now request Dr. Shankar Gowda Patil, Professor and Head Ophthalmology, to introduce our chief guest for the 11th graduation ceremony, Dr. Chandrasekhar Shetty. Patil, Professor and Head Ophthalmology, to introduce our chief guest for the 11th graduation ceremony, Dr. Chandrasekhar Shetty.
Good evening to you all. It's indeed my pleasure to introduce my teacher and a well-known, very renowned ophthalmologist, Professor Dr. S. Chandrasekhar Shetty to you all. Professor Chandrasekhar Shetty is presently the Vice Chancellor of Adichunchanagiri University, Mandya. He has been former Vice Chancellor of Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, Bangalore. And during this period, the university was recognized internationally. He has also been the former Vice Chancellor of the Devraj Aras Academy of Higher Education and Research, Kolar. He was a Vice Chairman of Indian Red Cross Society, Karnataka chapter. About his academics, after finishing the MS Ophthalmology course, he went for a WHO-sponsored fellowship in vitro retinal surgery, and he did the fellowship in Moorfields Eye Hospital, London. Following that, he did a short-term fellowship in Eye and Ear Infirmary Hospital, Chicago, Sydney Eye Hospital, Australia. After finishing this, he joined the government service as a teacher, and he began his teaching service from the Hubli Kims Hospital Medical College. So after that, he has served in different government medical colleges like Mysore Medical College, and then he joined Minto, which is a part of Bangalore Medical College. There in Minto, he went on to become the director of the Regional Eye Institute. And he has published many articles and presented many papers at national and international conferences. During his tenure as a director, we were there as a student, and there were subspecialties in ophthalmology that started in Minto Regional Eye Institute. Apart from his academics, he is actively into community services through various organizations. He has been serving as a technical advisor, Sight First program of Lions Club International, which takes care of the entire South India and Sri Lanka. And he's been there since 1991. Under this project, he is responsible for development of more than 100 eye care facilities worth 24 million US dollars. So this financial assistance was given to build eye care infrastructure and also to conduct 5 lakhs, more than 5 lakh free cataract surgeries in the remote parts of the country where the poor got benefited. He is a distinguished speaker at various conferences and meetings held by World Health Organization, then Commonwealth countries, the SAARC countries, International Agency for Prevention of Blindness, and also Lions Club International Foundation. Apart from this, he has been chairman, advisor, and consultant, and member of many organizations. He has been a recipient of many state, national, and international awards in recognition of the contribution towards the higher education and the community eye services. Just to name one, Dr. G. Venkataswamy Memorial Award and then Pan Ophthalmologica Award by the SAARC countries. He is also conferred with the Honorary Doctor of Science by the Odisha State Medical University and the Ukraine University, again for his contribution towards higher education and community ophthalmology. He is also a good sportsman. So he used to play badminton, and he has represented university both in the capacity of a student and also as a teacher. Above all, he is a person with a helping nature, especially for the students. This I can tell you with my experience with him. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a brief introduction of today's chief guest, Professor Dr. S. Chandrasekhar Shetty. On behalf of SDM University, I welcome you, sir. Thank you.
Most revered Sri D. Virendra Hegde, Dharmadhikari of Sri Kshetra Dharmasthala, Honorable Chancellor of SDM University. I have been blessed to know him for more than 3 decades of my life. Respected Vice Chancellor of the University, respected Principal Dr. Ratnamala Desai, all the distinguished dignitaries on the dais, the officers of the university, members of the trust, and Dharmasthala family members,
faculty, proud parents, and beaming graduates, press and media, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's almost like homecoming for me, and very humbled and honored to participate in the 11th graduation day ceremony of SDM College of Medical Sciences and Hospital. To me, when I reported as lecturer of ophthalmology of my MBBS, I'm a graduate of Mysore Medical College. I reported as lecturer on 16/10/1968 at KMC Hubli. Just calculate now. Exactly, I completed 51 years of my professional life. I think by the grace of Dharmadhikaris, Pujya Swamijis, and God's grace, so this old man is still kicking around. It's very interesting. There is another thing is that here, your principal sitting here is actually my best friend, Dr. Liladhar Manvi's youngest sister. I'm very, very happy to be associated with you, principal. See, what a coincidence. What a coincidence. When she telephoned, I was taken aback. I said that you are the youngest sister of Dr. Liladhar. That's very interesting. And life is that all around, because you just come around 360 degrees, isn't it? That's what happens. Just I would like to share, because of my, you know that I told you, I think graduates have some patience. So I'm not going to actually talk for 5 hours. But at least 51 years, we have little experience we have to share. I think one mistake I did. I wanted to actually, while addressing, I want to address this great lady, this is a golden lady. I think I forgot to address. Now I am addressing the golden lady, Pooja Hitlamani. She joined as a girl, probably at the age of 18 years. After another 5.5 years, she came out of this great, wonderful institution, and very highly ethical institution, and then came out as a golden lady. Once again, congratulations. I would like to congratulate the proud parents also, Hitlamani and Mrs. Hitlamani. And just go back to say that what's all about learning? Say learning to know, that is to acquire abundant knowledge. And the learning to do, you develop competencies and skills. When you say skills, you have to develop both hard skills and soft skills. Then comes the learning to work together. The most difficult part of life is learning to work together. Whether it's a family, whether it's a department, whether an institution, unless you actually work together as a team, I don't think we'll be able to succeed in life. But the most important part of life is learning to be a very good human being. That too, people coming out of the institutions like this, Dharmasthala, or my own institution where I am the current Vice Chancellor now, Adi Chunchanagiri University, there is already value-added institutions. And if actually all the graduates coming out of these institutions, you have to carry an additional responsibility and burden to uphold the actually both moral, social, spiritual, and obligations of the society, because that's the greatest burden for you. And it's an opportunity for you and coming out of an institutions of excellence like SDM Medical College. And being, again, in terms of acquiring knowledge, acquiring skills, but you will be able to practice those knowledge and skills with appropriate attitude. That means unless you develop as an overall, that means development personality. I'm very happy to note that from this academic year, 2019 and 20, ultimately, probably after 1997, you just calculate 97, 2007, 2017, after 22 years, and the wonderful Medical Council of India is come out with a competency-based curriculum. That's what has happened now, wherein probably I have to change the definition of learning to you start with. That means to act knowledge, then attitude. Because the entire future of generation depends upon development of skills. Hands-on skills are so very important. And that means to have that one, you should have the competency-based curriculum. You should have excellent teaching, learning, and evaluation system. Our focus should be towards developing. And again, in terms of, what is that in terms of medical one? We say is, we call it as priority of interface between public health, medical practice, medical education, used to be the old definition. But now, unless you add research, that means unless you actually research, having this, you have research projects, research publications, all these things are necessary to create new knowledge. But there's a lot of difference between developed countries and our system of medical education in this country. Nowhere, I was quite surprised when I was appointed as the Review Commission Chairman of Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences in the year way back and in the early 90s. I was going through the act of Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences. Nowhere it is mentioned about the research. It said only teaching and training university, no mention of that one. In the Review Commission report, we added training and teaching, training, and then research university has to be there. The reason being, that's the policy, very, very rigid and compartmentalized regulatory system in this country in terms of higher education that includes actually medical education. So what is actually higher education? You say essence of higher education for self-reliance, that means to stand on your own legs. You have got higher education, you will be able to have. More so for professionals like medical graduates, you will be self-reliant. You are not able to can join medical practice. You need not actually go out and seeking for any jobs. What is important is actually, it is an opportunity for, it's an investment for future development. That means this investment has been made by your parents and very, very actually hard job to make investment, especially in this area of self-financing medical institutions. You have to invest a lot. Investment, that's for the personal development, investment for the family development, investment for the development of the state and the nation, ultimately leading to human development. That means to improve the quality of life of every individual and to make this world a better place to live. That is the ultimate actually answer for investment for development. But the most important thing in any developing and the country, you can't just focus on elite education. We have to look into the question of what is called egalitarian education. When you say egalitarian means, moment you say elite means it will be accessible to only rich people. People who have got tons of money, people who are and the socioeconomically backward, they will not be able to access education. That are the reasons that we continue to have a kind of actually and the reservation in this country. Of course, even after 72 years of independence, maybe for some more years we have to look into that one because we have to make education accessible. So what is the social accountability of medical education? When I say social accountability of medical education, what is the relevance of becoming a doctor? What is the relevance of becoming a doctor? When I say doctor, especially for medical doctors like me, we always actually adore and then respect and consider that actually teaching profession is a very noble profession. But here is a medical professor or a medical teacher. He is both a teacher and a doctor. He is both a teacher and a doctor. We are very special. We should be very proud. We should have self-respect, self-esteem. And because we are actually a special creation of the God. Are you? They're silent. I don't know why. Don't want to accept the responsibility of special creation of the God that you will spend the rest of your life only serving people and taking care of the humanity. And one day in the newspaper, our press friends will say that this doctor has died of starvation. because he went on serving. He was not taking any money at all, no salary, because you're all a God servants actually sent over to serve the people. I'm not advocating that kind. And I have not seen any newspaper said that one, this particular doctor has died of malnutrition and starvation because he didn't make any money. That's not the one, but you have a special responsibility. That's what I considered. That's what I said when I am kicking around for 76 years, when I am invited for this kind of function, I am just traveling around because probably I try to uphold those value systems and principles in my life. And that's what I have the courage to stand before you and to preach, because I never and then believed and in just preaching without practicing. Rather, I preach what I practiced in the last 51 years. Last 51 years. Now, as a doctor, we have certain things we will be able to do that. When you say health, there's a changing scenario of health. We have an aging population. The old diseases we have what's called as emergence of newer diseases and re-emergence of older diseases. And we have certain problems in the changing environment of the world. That's what we call it as, when you say education, we talk about value-based education. When you talk about human rights education, you talk about right to health education. These are the three things we have to remember in life. Value-based education, applicable right across to all higher education. When you say human rights education, more applicable for the professionals, medical professions, you have to actually deal with human beings. You are not actually dealing with non-living beings. Then ultimately called as right to health education. When I say right to health, we have got some health determinants of health. What are those determinants? When you say determinants, you have to look into the water supply, nutrition, sanitation, environment, occupation, then education, then communication. All these aspects you have to keep in mind. They're all called social determinants of health. This has got a direct bearing on the health of the people. This has got a direct bearing on the health of the people. That means we always believe in promotion of health and prevention of diseases. If you want to prevent diseases, we have to consider all this collateral aspect. It's got a lot of bearing on the health of the people. With the changing, that means age group and what's happening in the environment, even if you look into the pattern of diseases now, or the morbidity or the mortality of diseases, ischemic heart disease remains the actually number one, now followed by chronic obstructive lung disease. What's the reason? I have been discussing with actually Dr. Manjunath, the director of Jayadeva, and he has been telling these days people have ischemic heart disease earlier and earlier, probably at the age of even at 18 years, 20 years, we will see in the newspapers or news that one, people are getting more and more heart diseases. And again, in the year 1998 itself, the World Health Organization predicted that India will be a diabetic capital of the country. The actually prediction was made in the year 1998. It proved right. Every year, WHO brings a report called as World Health Report. In the year 2000 itself, and the WHO mentioned that non-communicable diseases have taken over the communicable diseases almost from the last 19 years. And the developing countries, we are still actually finding it hard to manage our primary health centers, trying to manage our secondary level health centers. Our district hospitals are very poor. At the same time, and we are not able to control the infectious disorders. And again, you have the added burden of taking care of our non-communicable diseases like diabetes, cancer, mental cases, accident and trauma, all these cases. Again, as a result of aging process, we have the actually problem of age-related diseases and their problems. This is the one I think you have to keep in mind to tackle all those things. But in terms of research, why is that we are not progressing in research? If you go to any one of the universities or medical schools in the West, Dr. Niranjan will agree with me, they are so flexible in their education. And at least we will see any number of actually physicians, scientists, they have been getting and the Nobel awards. It's not happening here because in every medical school, they have adjunct faculty and faculty coming out of natural sciences, biochemistry, physics, chemistry, mathematics, adjunct. It's so flexible. If somebody is a professor of biochemistry, he has got an additional job. What he could be and designated as he will have a chair in the medicine department. He's called as adjunct professor of medicine. He'll be able to and they work together. That's what we just look into what is called as multidisciplinary and transdisciplinary and research activities. It is not enough now. When you say transdisciplinary, I can give an example that in terms of leptospirosis, if you want to have any research activities, there must be involvement of the Department of Medicine, Department of any research activities. There must be involvement of the Department of Medicine, Department of Microbiology, and you have the section of veterinary sciences. Then it becomes a truly an interdisciplinary program. And apart from that, now the world is very fast changing. On one side, we are not able to give the primary eye care. If you give you the statistics, you'll be surprised to know, even after 72 years of independence, in terms of our ranking in primary health or primary health and ranking in the world, amongst ranking in primary health or primary health and ranking in the world amongst the Committee of Nations, and we still actually linger around between 110 and 120, our rank in primary health care. And when it comes to Human Development Index, you might be heard of Human Development Index. It is assessed by the educational status and your primary healthcare status, your life expectancy, and the capacity of the people to buy their daily requirements, and the women empowerment issues, and you will have a kind of a governance issue of the state. And considering all this aspect, Human Development of Index of the country, and almost all the states also having it, we are somewhere 134 or 135. Just look at that. On one end, we are trying to reach the Mangala Graha. Another end, our Human Development Index is still 134 in terms of development. I would like to quote one more index called as Social Progress Index. It depends upon the per capita GDP of the people. You compare to it's almost around 99 is our rank. Even Bangladesh and Nepal is much better than us in terms of GDP, in terms of per capita GDP. Long way to go. And at one end, that we'll be the 5 billion country. 5 trillion economy in the coming years. Those are the aspirations and moving forward. At the same time, we are not able to solve the basic problems of primary health and primary education that we have to look into as the citizens of this country. Our focus should be there. And I will just leave it at that, but only unfortunately, only one thing our rank is better. It's called corruption index. The corruption index is somewhere 75 or 74. So we should be very happy that at least in something our rank is better. Anyhow, we have to live with that one, each one of us, because it's very, very easy to comment. But rather than commenting, we will be able to and then put our effort to see that all these areas we will be able to contribute. And then few things what are the challenges of medical practice? You see, and graduates. See, for you, first challenge is taking NEET examination and trying to get some postgraduate seats. It will be always there. But that's not the end all and means all is there. Even if you get an undergraduate or a postgraduate seat, you are going to practice medicine. You always remember. Practicing medicine, you have to face some challenges. And never ever actually treat your profession very casually. So the challenges will be, you will be in trouble if you are very casual about your profession. That's called as casualness. Then comes the carelessness, very, very indifferent carelessness. You can't be very, very careless. Then comes the role of error in decision making. You be careful. You apply your diagnostic skills, history taking, everything. Unfortunately, these days, the art of medicine is almost vanishing because of the advancement in science and technology. When you say, I had an opportunity of making a presentation of a paper in international conference, at the end of it, the last slide I put is like that. In terms of science of medicine, you are almost in zenith, almost like a 12 o'clock, 12 noon shining sun. See, so much of improvement has taken place. You have the artificial intelligence, machine learning. In case of Alzheimer's, we'll be able to have very early diagnosis, all those things. And everything is there. But what has happened to art of medicine, of talking to the patient, communication skills, and then the counseling skills, empathy, passion, all those things are missing out because you have become, because we talk about robotics and then surgery, and surgery robotic, but not the person should not become a robot. He should have all these attributes should be there to make you a very kind, a very humane doctor. That is most important. You have to always keep in mind. So if I take further, your problem will be error of judgment. You have error of decision making, then negligence, ends up with criminal negligence. And the last one is deficiency of services, and then professional misconduct. Just look at that. Half a dozen things you have to keep in mind. Keep in mind. These are the few things we are going to bother you during your medical practice. Because if you have deficiency of service, you will end up with consumer forum. You have negligence, some inquiry will be there. And you have the misconduct, you have to face the state medical council, which you're going to register now, I think already registered. And then you have to go to the central council. You're not satisfied, you have to go and then fight in the court of law. I had the occasion of sitting in the Central Ethics Committee of MCI for nearly 2 years and 3 months. I had a very, very painful thing of every monthly meeting because of the small little errors here and there, negligence, and they have to come before those and then committees. It's a very, very painful to see our own students and colleagues, and they have to face the committees. So it's very, very, you have to uphold the dignity of the profession. That's very, very important. Then criminal negligence will end up with police case. Criminal negligence. So be careful. And this is a very, very noble profession. We have to uphold the dignity and decorum of that one. And all of us need money. But it is not the only important aspect. All of us need. But if you keep contributing, I always believe that one, most you give it to the world, the most will come back to you. Have some patience. Have some patience. You will get everything. God has always been kind for people who have been very honest, having highest integrity. You will get everything you need in your life. The problem is you always learn to give first. And then there is no end for receiving. No end for receiving. You keep on receiving, which they will satisfy you. Before I end, I would like to I have always said that anyhow, I think Colonel Dinesh has and then given you the oath, but still I will add my own things. I always say there is 10 commandments of medical practice. 10 commandments of medical practice. The first one is competency. That is the responsibility of the teachers. When they train, always try to give them enough hands-on training. Try to develop the hard skills. And at the same time, and we have to give them through our foundation courses, through our own conduct, we'll be able to give them soft skills. Then comes the if you are competent, you will be able to cure the patient better. That's called as cure of the patient. The most important is a care for the patient, because he is a human being. A patient is patient and he is a human being. Beyond that, he has got a family and he has got society is there. Don't treat the disease. Try to manage the person, not the disease. Very, very important. Very, very important. That's very important. Have commitment. Whatever job, especially medical teachers or the doctors are there, even if you stay in a position for a day or few hours or 10 years or 40 years, continue to have the commitment. Continue to have the commitment. Develop good communication skills. You could see now the junior doctor strike is going on because of the language problem. Because of the language problem. Why do you make an issue out of it? I don't know. You would like to fragment this whole actually and country in terms of languages. Of course, it has happened. Unfortunately, it has happened that way. And in terms of creed, caste, community, religion. And where is the religion for a doctor and a teacher? You please tell me. Especially for teachers and doctors, they have no religion, no caste, no creed. There's no creed at all. We will not see any patient like belongs to that caste or this community, something like that. Why do we do this? At the same, see, on one side we say we are a great country, but we continue to do very small, silly, cheap things. That's not necessary. That's not necessary at all. And then comes the actually and compassion. Any doctor, he must be very, very compassionate, and he should have the perfect professional conduct and etiquettes, ethics of a profession, and maintain confidentiality. This is a kind of unwritten and contractual agreement between the patient and the doctor. You are not supposed to reveal regarding the patient details. You have to maintain. And most of the doctors, they get into problem as a result of poor informed consent. That's my experience of 2 years. We are not at all careful about it. Informed, and the consent has to be very good. I can quote one example. One example is that there are sometimes we took a decision. In a case of organ transplantation, they had the proper means not actually specific. There's a government sanction for that. They would actually do that one. After the organ transplantation, a patient died, and it came to the ethics committee or for the misconducts. Only problem is, and during the process, they got a license to do an organ transplantation, a particular organ, as a result of compulsion. And the doctor took a decision on the table and to actually transplant at some other organ. That's not the point. No, nothing wrong is done. The problem is, before doing that one, at least he could have had 1 minute. Somebody would have come out and actually told the husband or the spouse, this is what's happening. On the table, we found out this happening. There is no other course. If you permit, we will do that. That's all is needed. Because of that lapse, all the complications started. So please talk to patients. Don't take any decisions. This is so very important. There is no technical fault. Good surgery. Everything is all right. Everything is all right. But because we don't talk to patients, we don't inform them, we don't take informed consent, we will land in all kinds of problems. Not only cancellation of registration. I am not trying to threaten you. I am just sharing my information, but be always be on the right side. Don't try to do anything other way around. And these are the actually certain things when I come that one. Most important for you, I don't want to talk much about it. And my wonderful colleagues, the teachers, I think I will have little message for you, because I was teaching for 31 years. I enjoyed every moment of my teaching. And 1994, when I was teaching in Bangalore Medical College, you know that 10 people are there in that batch. That's only, I think, 6 weeks of ophthalmology posting. So I got a memento. I still kept it. So the cost of that plastic card and could be hardly 10 rupees at that point. Maybe I think 5 rupees. But that 5 rupees plastic card is so invaluable. That was the most treasured memento of mine. Of course, not more than the gold medal of yours. Don't say that one. Isn't it? 14 gold medals is no joke. No joke. I'll just read out for the teachers, because they're all my colleagues. See, I'll just read out. Teachers come and go, but every so often one comes along that you will always remember. One who makes learning an adventure, and the one who can still remember what it's like to be young and growing up. The one who can make you want to be the every best you can be, someone who can really talk to you, who really cares what happens to you. Thanks for being that kind of teacher to me. I know I will never forget you. What more you want? What more you want? That's the job of a teacher. That's the job of a teacher. I still remember, probably, I think, at least one or two or few in this audience. I was only a very small little MBBS teacher in KMC Hubli, 1968. I still, at least, I think many of them still remember me. I was only an MBBS lecturer. They still remember me and they respect me. I had a wonderful time in KMC Hubli. KMC Hubli and Dharwad has been a special place. And again, I would like to thank the Honorable Chancellor and Vice Chancellor and the principal of the college and all of you, ladies and gentlemen, for having given me this opportunity. And it's very great to having been participated. All the graduates, and God will be with you. I wish you good luck and Godspeed in your future endeavor. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for guiding the students. Now we will felicitate our chief guest.
Thank you, sir, for that inspiring speech.
I now request the Chancellor of Sri Dharmasthala Manjunatheshwara University, Padma Shri Pujya Shri Dr. D. Virendra Hegde, to kindly address the gathering.
Let's have a round of applause till he comes here. Thank you.
ಓಂ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಂಜುನಾಥಾಯ ನಮಃ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಂಜುನಾಥ ಸ್ವಾಮಿಯನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥಿಸಿ, ಇವತ್ತು ಬಹಳ ಜನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡದವರು ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, ನಮ್ಮ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೆಲ್ಲ 5 ವರ್ಷ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದು, ಕನ್ನಡ ಕಲ್ತಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲೇ ಕೆಲವು ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಪೇಕ್ಷೆ ಪಡ್ತೇನೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂದಿನ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಆಶೀರ್ವದಿಸಿದರವರು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಹಿರಿಯರಾದ, ವೈದ್ಯಕೀಯ ರಂಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿರಿಯರಾದಂಥ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿಯವರು. ಅವರನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗುರುತಿಸಿ, ಇದೀಗ ನಾವಿನ್ನೂ ರಾಜೀವ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಆಧಿಪತ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಇನ್ನು ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಶ್ರೀ ಮಂಜುನಾಥೇಶ್ವರ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಈಗಿನ್ನೂ ಆ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಜೊತೆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದಿನ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಯ ವೈಸ್ ಚಾನ್ಸಲರ್ ಆದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ನಿರಂಜನ್ ಅವರೇ, ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಾಲ್ ಅವರೇ ಮತ್ತು ಇತರ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಯ ಪದಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳೇ, ಹಿಂದೆ ಕುಳಿತಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ all those who sit behind are the makers of future citizens and future doctors. So you are the heroes, so you are made to sit in the front. We are sitting between because we are the producers. These are the directors who really produce, direct the whole cinema, the process of the institution. So that's why they are made to sit behind with black dress. They are not seen, but they are the main spirit of the whole institution. ನನಗೆ ಬಹಳ ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಯ್ತು ಇವತ್ತು ಶ್ರೀ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಅವರು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಅವರು ಕೆಲವು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಅನುಭವದ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಮಾತುಗಳು ಕೇಳಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅವರಷ್ಟು ಸೀನಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ವೈಸ್ ಚಾನ್ಸಲರ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ನಿರಂಜನ್ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ನಿಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ ಅವರು ಗದಗದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದರು. ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಮಾತು, ಈ ಕಡೆ ಅವರು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಗದಗ ಧಾರವಾಡ ಭಾಷೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಕನ್ನಡ. ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಯಾರೋ ತಿರುಪತಿ ಬೆಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ರಂತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗುವಾಗ ಮೇಲೆ ಹತ್ತುವಾಗ ಬಹಳ ಸುಸ್ತಾಯ್ತಂತೆ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಇವರು ಅವರಂದಂಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರಂತೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪುನಃ 2 ಸಲ ಹೆಸರು ಹೇಳೋದು ಬೇಡ, ಒಮ್ಮೆಲೆ ಅವರಂದಂಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಕೆ ಕೆಲವರು ಗಂಡನ ಹೆಸರು ಗೋವಿಂದ ಅಂತಿತ್ತಂತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಗಂಡನ ಹೆಸರು ಹೇಳದಂಗಾಯ್ತು, ಮತ್ತು ಗೋವಿಂದನ ಜೊತೆ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತು. ಹೀಗೆ ನಾನು ಕೂಡ ಇವತ್ತು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ನಿರಂಜನ್ ಅವರು ಮತ್ತು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಅವರ ಮಾತಿಗೆ ಅವರಂದಂಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಮಾತು ಮುಗಿಯಿತು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ನಿರಂಜನ್ ಇಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ನಾನು ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿ ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕದ ಟೈಟಲ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಓದೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಅಂತೂ ಖಂಡಿತ ಓದೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಓದಿದ್ರು ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಷ್ಟು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಪಾಪ ಅನ್ಸೋದೇ ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ನೋಡಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಸಣ್ಣ ವಿಷಯ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಈಸಿ ಟು remember all the contents of these books. These books are threatening to me because the volume of books, I mean, these are not only books you might have to read, more than practicals you have, practiced in the last 4 years, and postgraduates for 7-8 years. And the knowledge you have acquired is something beyond the volume of these books. But many times it is not ಈ ಗೆದ್ದಲು ತಿನ್ನೋದಲ್ಲ. ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ವೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಹೂ ಈಟ್ ದಿ ಯು ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ವೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಈಟಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಬುಕ್ಸ್, ಬಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಮೆಮರೈಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದೆಮ್ ವಾಟ್ ದಿ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್. ಸೊ ಐ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಅನ್ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಟೆಂಪಲ್. ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ, ತುಲಾಭಾರ ನಡೀತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ನಾನು 2-3 ಸಲ ಹೀಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ದೇವರು ನೋಡಿ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ತುಲಾಭಾರ ಮಾಡೋರು ನೋಡಿ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಒಂದು 30 ಸಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 90 ಸಲ ಹೀಗೆ ತಲೆ ಅಲ್ಲಾಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ನನಗೆ ತಲೆ ತಿರುಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರುವಾಯಿತು, ಚಕ್ಕರ್ ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರುವಾಯಿತು. ಸೀದಾ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ ಕಳಿಸ್ದೆ, ನೋಡಪ್ಪ ನನ್ನ ತಲೆ ತಿರುಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಯಾಕೆ ನೋಡು ಅಂತ. ಅವನು ಬಂದು ಕೇಳ್ದ, ಏನಾಯ್ತು ನಿಮಗೆ? ತಲೆ ತಿರುಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಿ ನೀವು ಅಂದ. ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ? ತುಲಾಭಾರ ಮಾಡೋವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ? ನಿಂತಿದ್ದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ. ಈಗ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ ಅವನು. ಸೀದಾ ಓಡಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಒಂದು ಶೀಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದು ಹೇಳಿದ, ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಥ ಪೇಜಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಬರೆದಿದೆ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಮೂವ್ ಯರ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಅಪ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡೌನ್, ರೈಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ವೆರಿ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಡಿನೆಸ್ ಬರ್ತದಂತೆ, ಪುಸ್ತಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ. ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮುಗೀತು. ನೋ ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾನಿಂಗ್, ನೋ MRI, ನೋ ಟೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್, ನಥಿಂಗ್. See, family doctor is always useful because I was getting giddiness because I was standing in the temple, turning my head right and left. I called my family doctor and said, look, I have this headache, I'm getting giddiness. He remembered the page of that book. It was very interesting. He remembered the particular page and he came within few minutes and showed me the page. He said, sir, just read this. Today, Dharmasthala Hegde, a very VVIP, getting giddiness. And what happens? He would have been sent to Bangalore for Nimans, and MRI, then scanning, and tensions, and so many things should have happened. And I would have half dead because of this process itself, diagnosis itself. But I didn't bother even for a moment because he said, sir, this is nothing. This is what you are. My God. I just remember him. He is no more, but still I remember that great man. And I also remember that, like a lawyer who remembers the acts and the constitutional, numbers. If you ask a question to a lawyer, he will quote, saying that according to this quotation, the constitutional law, according to this act, this applies. So remembering is very important. More than that, understanding is very important. So I say the contents of book are not important, but the way you have understood it and practically you are able to apply is very important. Have a consideration for poor patients like me. So that's what our guest said. So when a poor patient like me, poor means I'm not saying financially or economically or what, but a patient for consideration of a treatment, try to see that you treat him with the humanity and also consideration for his health. So now last year I had addressed the same gathering, the convocation. I said there are two things between the treatment and healing. Treatment is nothing but giving drugs and treating a patient, and maybe he is cured or not. It is his fate and his luck, because always people come to my temple first, pray, and then go to the doctors. They will never go to the doctor first. First, they will go to the astrologer, say what happened. He says, this is the dasha you are ನಿಮಗೆ ಶನಿ ದಶಾ ಇದೆ, ನಿನಗೆ ಕುಜರ ಭುಕ್ತಿ ಇದೆ, ರಾಹು ಸಂಧಿ ಇದೆ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅವ್ರು. ಹೇಳಿ ಈ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿನಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಷ್ಟ ಇದೆ, ಬದುಕೋದು ಕಷ್ಟ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಮೊದಲೇ ಹೇಳಿ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅವರು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗುವಾಗ ಅವ್ರು ಕೈ ಮುಗಿದು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಮೂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಲಿ, ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಹತ್ರ ಜಗಳ ಮಾಡದೇ ಇರಲಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಲ ಗೀಲ ಮಾಡದೇ ಇರಲಿ, ನನಗೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ತೊಂದರೆ ಕೊಡದೇ ಇರಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೋಗಿ ಮುಗಿತಾರೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ಬಹಳ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಗೆ, ಈಗೇನು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು ಬಹಳ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅಂತ. ಐ ಹರ್ಡ್ ಎ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ doctor being consulted and said, sir, I was so much disappointed by the doctor that you had no courtesy to talk to my father. And he has taken his father to the doctor. 2 minutes if he had spent for counseling. He said, no, it's okay, go. ಇದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಹೀಲಿಂಗ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ. Healing is more important than treatment. Recently there was a convocation of my Ayurveda college. So one of the patients, he came to the dais. He said, sir, I'm a patient of this Ayurveda college. He said, I was diagnosed at Bangalore. The doctor prescribed me chemo for so many number of times. And I was almost dejected. And he said, you may not live for long. So I came back. On the way to the home, somebody told me there is a hospital here of Ayurveda. So he said, anyway, chemo, anyway, I'm not going to survive. Let me try this medicine. And he says, I'm in the 11th year now, still surviving. So now I was talking to Dr. Shetty and asked him whether it is the healing which worked, is it the system that worked, is it the drugs that worked, or is it the faith in the doctor worked, or the divine luck which worked. Whatever is working, 100% it is luck, but otherwise it is the confidence in the system, confidence in the doctor, confidence the way he talks is very important. Today afternoon, I was walking from the aircraft to the airport, the terminal. Somebody came and said, I had gone to your Ayurveda hospital. I said, from Dharwad, you gone all the way? Yes, sir, excellent treatment, excellent medicine. I said, why should I have a hospital here when somebody better hospital is there? It is not the better hospital, better system. But he named a doctor and said, sir, he is the best doctor who counsels, who talks to me, who has sympathy to me, he was love to me, affection to me. The faith in him makes me to go all the way to Udupi by air and then spend so much money and time for. So whoever you are, first you see that now health, the patients are the gods. ದೇವರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ, ವೈದ್ಯರಿಗೆ ರೋಗಿಗಳೇ ದೇವರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ you should respect him with that, and then try to heal him not only with medicine but also with kindness and good words. Give him confidence, give the family confidence. So ivattu you are all present to the society. I'm happy that all your parents are here. We thank them for the confidence they had. Then the hope the management, especially the Dr. Niranjan and the principal and the team of people, they have presented 2 photos. One when you joined the college and when you are going out of the college, arrival and departure. So I was just doing both photos, arrival and departure photos. You were looking so young, so my faces were looking very small, but suddenly beards and tired body. You look like real doctors because of your physique. And that is the change physically you have met. But more than that, Dr. Shetty was saying, Pooja's personality, he was saying she looks like a real doctor by her face, glowing face. ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಹಾಗೆ, ಅವಳು ನಿಜವಾದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಇದ್ದಾಳೆ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅವಳು ಮುಖ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ರೀತಿ ತೇಜಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರೆ? ಯು ಅಗ್ರಿ ವಿತ್ ಮಿ? ಎಸ್. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ This is the change that is happening in you, not only physically, but internally. See, internal changes is you feel like a responsible person now. You are not only a student, students are over, but you are going to the society with so much of responsibility and so much of dignity, or whatever Dr. Shetty has said. So keep it up. See that you serve the humanity, serve the society with great care and love. Finally, ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ನಿರಂಜನ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಯ ಮತ್ತು ಕಾಲೇಜಿನ ಎರಡೂ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನು ಅವರು ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಗಳು. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಜೋಶಿ ಅವರಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೊಸ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಾಲ್ರು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನು ಕಟ್ತಾ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನೇನಿದ್ರು ಆಬ್ಸೆಂಟಿ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಲಾರ್ಡ್, ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಇರೋದು ಧರ್ಮಸ್ಥಳದಲ್ಲಿ. ಆದರೆ ಅವರು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಹೆಸರು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಇವತ್ತು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಹೆಸರು ಬಂದಿರೋದು ಅವರಿಂದ. ನಾವು ಖಾಲಿ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ 2 ಸಲ ಬಂದು ಪ್ರಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದಷ್ಟೇ. ಆದರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅದರ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾನು ನಮ್ಮ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಫ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಟಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲದೇ ಇರುವಂಥ ಸ್ಟಾಫ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ನರ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಫ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಕೊಡೋದು ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು, ನೀವು ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಸೇವೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಈ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಟಿ ಬೆಳೆಸಿದ್ದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನೀವು ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿ, ನಾನು ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಶ್ರೀ ಮಂಜುನಾಥ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೊಸ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ PG UG ಇವರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಭವಿಷ್ಯವನ್ನು ಅವರು ಅನುಗ್ರಹಿಸಲಿ. ನೀವು ಮುಂದೆ ಒಂದು ದಿವಸ ನಮ್ಮ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟರ್ ಹಾಗೆ ಈ ಕುರ್ಚಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತು ನೀವು ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದಿನ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸಿಗೆ ಕಾನ್ವೊಕೇಶನ್ಗೆ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭ ಹಾರೈಸಿ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಶುಭ.
Thank you, sir, for the pearls of wisdom.
I now request Dr. Chinendra Shettar, Vice Principal, SDM College of Medical Sciences and Hospital, to present the vote of thanks.
Good evening, everybody. The best and the most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or touched. They must be felt by heart. Thank you is one such prayer among them. Today we are all gathered here for the celebration of the graduation day, a culmination of the hard work of the students and the teachers. And as all good things have to come to an end, we have reached this end of this beautiful celebration. I consider myself privileged to present the vote of thanks to express my gratitude to all those who have contributed very positively, both directly and indirectly. I, on behalf of every student in this college, would like to propose a vote of thanks to all our respected teachers and management who have had a great role in lending a hand to get you to this point. I thank the management for organizing such a grand event and providing us this opportunity to be a part of the celebration. And in the same breath, I thank all the parents for taking time to be here, putting aside all their course aside. My special thanks to the Chancellor, Pujya Dr. Virendra Hegde, for his continued enthusiasm to be here for the function in spite of his busy schedule. This is the first graduation ceremony after the formation of the Sri Dharmasthala Manjunatheshwara University. We thank you for the advice to the students. I thank the chief guest of today's function, Dr. Chandrasekhar Shetty, Honorable Vice Chancellor, for his words of wisdom to the young generation. I acknowledge the presence of Shri D. Harshendra Kumar and Mrs. Supriya Harshendra Kumar and Dr. Yasho Verma, and thank them for their presence. Calm, patient, and a keen listener, I thank the Vice Chancellor, Dr. Niranjan Kumar, for being a guiding light for the function and being a role model for the future generation of doctors. I also offer my sincere thanks to Srimati Padmalata Niranjan and Mr. Saket Shetty for their continued support. My heartfelt thanks to all the office bearers and the management, most of all, the teaching and the non-teaching staff. Assisting where necessary, I thank Dr. Dinesh, our registrar, and Pro Vice Chancellor Jivandar Kumar, our dynamic principal, Dr. Ratnamala Desai, for putting things in the right perspective for this function. The ambience for an occasion is as important as the function itself. I take great pleasure in thanking the decoration committee guided by Dr. Joshi, the Pro Vice Chancellor, the gardening section, and the audiovisual people for having set the right tone for the occasion. The soothing voice of the invocation song by Dr. Sheetal Kulkarni stands appreciated. The beautiful string of words by the golden girl, Dr. Pooja Hittalmani, stands appreciated. I also acknowledge the great job done by the computers, the Agnihotri couple, Dr. Shantbag and his team. No thought can ever enter the mind on an empty stomach. I thank the catering department for providing a sumptuous meal awaiting you. And I also thank the photography department and the team who are there to give you memorable photographs and awaiting you. Thank you one and all. Thank you very much.
I request everybody to rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you. Now I would leave you with a quote by Stewart Brand, author and innovative thinker. We can see the past but not influence it. Yes. And we can influence the future but not see it. Hope you'll all be guided by all things that you have learned at SDM to be able to influence your future. I request everybody to.
ಬೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಬೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಊಟದ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿದೆ. ದಯಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಊಟವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ನಮ್ರ ವಿನಂತಿ. So dinner is arranged in the basement. Please all of you go and have a dinner. I request all the parents and the graduates, please have your dinner which is arranged in the basement of Kalakshetra. Thank you.
Photo booth arrangements has been made for all the graduates to take the photos with their family at near the basement. Please use it. Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you, sir.
Nice.
We streamed for 4 hours.
Good. Yes, Padma Vibhushan.